So I'm curious how g0rynich is going to answer Bonyth. Can he be answered, really? Yeah, Bonyth just ran over True Touch also.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a close series, and game one was a little like you got a coin flip sometimes. But for True Touch to drop 1-3 to Bonyth says that if g0rynich is going to win this, he's going to have to play better than True Touch, who a lot of people thought was like top 2 Zerg easy. So a lot on the line here for g0rynich and Bonyth. Neither of them have reached the so Bonyth has reached the BSL finals once, and g0rynich has never been to a finals. And either way, no matter what, we will crown a brand new BSL8 champion tonight. There's $2,000 in the prize pool on the line, and the winner of this match will get $750, which is it's crazy as a prize pool in the current era. The loser gets $500, so we're playing for $250 extra for that first place finish. But honestly, the pride is super important as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hope you guys are ready for the grand finals of BSL Season 8. It's Bonyth versus g0rynich on the map Neo-Sylphid. Let's get into game number 1. All right, here we go in the 12 o'clock location on Neo-Sylphid. In the orange, playing Protoss from Poland, it's Bonyth.
And in the bottom right, we've got the Russian Zerg. It is g0rynich. So, Bonyth. I think last time he mixed in some Forge builds, didn't he? I think he did. So I wonder if he's going to do that versus g0rynich, or are we just going to see, the usual?
Well, let's talk about Bonyth's PvZ. Bonyth is a gateway first man. He loves putting on Zealot pressure. And a lot of times, you think back to last season when we played Eon Zerg, he just walks over them with Zealots. His early Zealots are incredibly powerful, but most Protoss players we actually see going for Forge builds, which are traditionally a little bit more passive. So let's see what he wants to do, because like you said, he did mix it up and go for some Forge builds in his series against True Touch.
Yeah, so we do have Gateway Expand this time. It's not going to be a one-base play, which we know he likes to pull out a few times. It is going to be 9 gates, so it's not going to be an extra probe.
And it's scout after Gateway, not after Pylon. So we're not trying to really get out there and put on the crazy pressure. He is going to be scouted correctly, so the Overlord will hit the natural as soon as possible. So I guess that's good for g0rynich too.
Yeah, now he did open Overpool, so this is going to be a good counter to what Bonyth's opener is. And we are just going to wait and see how g0rynich is going to respond to the gateway. What's going to be the follow-up? More than likely, it's going to be 2 hatch, I think, gas here. Try and get speed out to deal with Zealots as fast as possible. Probe has already found g0rynich, but g0rynich gets off 2 pot shots really quickly. So the probe for now can't fight. He's just going to have to try and delay this hatchery as long as possible.
It's being delayed quite a bit. He actually set the second probe out instead of leaving it to harass the probe or the drone. Still, hatchery does go down at about the 2-minute mark, so only a few seconds delayed there. And with the gas coming up immediately afterwards, it'll get scouted, but the timings are still basically the same for g0rynich.
Uh-oh, we've got a drone on stop. Okay, it does go back to mining. But yeah, this is fast.
We got it! No! How dare you? Bonyth, this is the grand finals. You're not supposed to be going for stuff like that. A drone kill already. Incredible.
Well, I saw some drones get killed earlier today, and it didn't work out very well for the Zerg in that series. So
that was Beast versus Bisu. Do we have the non-Korean analogs of both of those players here?
Yeah, I mean, Bonyth is probably about as close as you can get to Bisu in the foreign scene. The Zealot control is just absolutely crazy. Now we do have 6 lings out, and this was a fast gas. This was a 210 gas follow-up, and losing a drone now. So Econ is really shot. Lings have gotten across the map. It's only 2, but I am surprised that they were able to get in.
I don't think he's not going to be able to make it into the mains, certainly, unless he can take out that probe somewhat surprisingly. And there are actually quite a few Lings coming across the map that will be able to sneak through that open door, unless he reblocks it with the Zealot, but he's actually still chasing these 2 Zerglings. Wow, reblocks the wall immediately, and now he's got to get into that Okay, he's not gonna block. That is not Zergling Tide on the edge. Oh, and he's gonna take out the probe. Oh no, actually, probe stays alive, but still lots of damage being done. He's gonna cancel the cannon. Oh my god, he almost canceled the cannon. He's gonna get into the main.
Yeah, so he gets 2 links into the main. Speed is almost done, so this is gonna be super annoying. Probably gonna force out a cannon in the main, but we saw last time some lings got in I think the True Judge series, and Bonyth just killed them immediately. So maybe he won't. Oh no, we can't lose this Overlord. We cannot lose this Overlord.
Oh my god, no. Okay, the Overlord's still alive.
No!
Oh my god, 4
God.
HP.
Okay, if we had lost the drone and lost the Overlord, I think it's just flat out over. Now behind this, g0rynich is actually going into 3 hatch after. Oh no, he's building more lings, and he's already down 10 workers. So
I think we're going for it.
I think we might just be going hard on the lings. He's got more lings built, so this is it.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Oh, actually, it's not, because
It's
it's just in response to 5 zealots. I thought he was going for a bust, but he does have to build lings to just not die here.
Yeah, and I love that that Bonyth is forcing out more lings, because he understands, wait a second, his econ is already hurt. Even if these zealots don't deal a lot of damage, he's still able to get out there and force out more Zerglings.
And remember those 2 lings that were in the main? Well,
yeah,
I just saw Probe kill one of them.
Look,
so
that's all you need to kill him. Probe Assassin Squad build. I mean, look, if you just kill 5 zealots for free, that's still pretty good. He does block the zealots for a second. They will be able to break the block and get into the main. Look how efficiently these zealots are trading.
Yeah, how does he do it? Always gets into what looks like an amazing position. Despite being surrounded now, he does actually lose a lot. But he sees how many lings were being built. He also sees there's no gas mining, there's no lair. Actually, that's one of the best trades that I think I've seen a Zerg get. The problem is g0rynich's econ is so shot, but at least he has 3 hatches on 3 bases. But if we look back into Bonyth's base, there's going to be a Stargate coming down, and we don't have any gas mining.
Wow, yeah, you're right. I didn't actually notice that. He only has 1 geyser too, so even if he wants to start getting gas, it's just going to come up so slowly. So he's going to run across the map and try to get a little bit of damage done, but obviously double cannons, there's no way to break that wall.
Yeah, no way that lings are going to actually bust through here. But what's g0rynич's response going to be? I mean, to me, it has to be 5 hatch Hydra, no lair, no speed, just try and survive. And we know Bonyth doesn't necessarily have to be aggressive with his zealots. When he sees that what's going on with lings or with his Sair, he's just going to build up his zealot vault.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about what Bonyth traditionally uses to win games, it's not necessarily any one unit, unless it's like the zealot at the beginning of the game. But especially now, we really get a chance to see what's almost scarier about Bonyth, and that is that when he has time to just sit back behind a wall and build up, whatever comes next is so deadly that it's just going to be even harder for g0rynich to deal with now that he's had to build so many Zerglings and his econ is just not where it needs to be.
So I can't remember if it was True Touch or if it was g0rynich, but we saw a lot of lurker play, didn't we? Like straight into lurkers. And that might be the answer that g0rynich needs to go for, because he's got lair coming in. I know he's going to have a lot of Hydras, but versus a Protoss that sits in their base, you're going to need to have high-tech units, high-value units that can trade very well. So I feel like Lurker is the answer here. Also, it's straight speed. So this is no Templar Archive, no nothing. If you can get out,
okay.
If we can get out a couple Lurkers, all of a sudden we can just melt these zealots.
Yeah, I mean, this is really interesting for a couple of reasons, because traditionally you would want to go into Storm as the way to break out and try to take your 3rd base. Well, good luck. I mean, sure, there's not high ground disadvantage when it comes to taking the 3rd base, but still, I mean, Lurkers and at choke points, it's just going to be so difficult to push out against that.
So Bonyth's still only on 3 gate. We're approaching the point in the game where we start usually seeing a gateway flood, but because this is 3 gate as opposed to 2 gate, it's a little bit delayed, but Templar Archive is coming in. 2nd Forge is coming in. Here come those zealots. It's only 6, but he's about to have 9 pretty soon. And 9 is a lot of zealots to be dealing with, especially when they're +1.
That's quite a few lings, and if you can catch these zealots before they can actually make it all the way across the map, it's not the worst. Corsairs have not been able to pick off any Overlords, I think. Yeah, so 0 kills on those Corsairs. That's obviously pretty good. And there's Hydras out, so let's see what these zealots can actually get done.
Yeah, Zealots find the links, but when he sees these Hydras, he's going to need to turn around. 6 Zealots, that's not enough here, but he is kind of bleeding. Oh, he's actually got 9, but still, I don't think that's enough. Sunken at the 3rd, Hydra's in good position, Evolution in good position.
Okay, that Hydra actually blocking for quite a while. Let's Sunken get off some precious precious hits. We're up to about 9 Zealots there, but they're still going to be pushed back by that Sunken positioning. Great Sim City at the 3rd there for g0rynich. And I mean, we are going to see High Templars coming out, but it was speed before that, so Storm is still only 25% of the way done. Thankfully, those Zealots are actually keeping all the Hydras across the map, so it's not like we desperately need Storm immediately.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to power just fine. He's got double Forge coming. He's got Storm coming. This is something we've been seeing more often, is more double Forge games. Now, here comes the Gateway Flood. As expected, we're going up to 7 gate. I'm surprised that Bonyth, despite keeping the Hydras back, didn't go for a 3rd base, but I guess he's evaluated that, hey, this is 5-hatch Hydra, got to respect the production. So he is just going to build up his Gateway units before taking a 3rd base.
I was actually surprised g0rynich didn't get in another round of drones after he'd held off all those Zealots, but he just has so many Hydras here. Just needs to maybe micro them a tiny bit, but instead he's flanking with even more Hydras from behind. Pincers a couple of free Zealots. Those are pretty good to kill right about when you're about to flood out across the map.
Now, this is something I notice in every Protoss versus Zerg I see of Bonyth. He builds so many probes on 2 base. He's got 60 probes on 2 base. This is an oversaturation of 2 base. Now, if he had a 3rd base coming up, this would be amazing. But because we have so many probes now, this army is actually very low. Look at the difference in probe to drone count. It's 17. Look at the supply. 17 army difference.
Oh, you're right.
17 total supply difference. So it's actually even armies right now.
You don't say that every day. So Lurker aspect about halfway done researching as expanding, or as putting up that 5th hatchery. So he's going to have that larva. Picks off the DT on the other side of the map. So that's massive. No free drone kills for you. Zealot busting out here, but is there enough? No, there's definitely not. Now Storm is done. So let's see how good that Storm is. Not the greatest. A few of those Hydras survive at low HP. Another Storm. Oh, it's so close. Gateway still staying alive.
Yeah, the cannons actually blocked the Templar from helping out those Zealots. Sair also goes down. So a bit of missed micro from Bonyth. And now, you know, Protoss is feeling the pressure when they all of a sudden went from 6 gate up to 7. Now we have an 8 gate. And Bonyth is getting desperate for money because he has so many workers. He's mining extremely fast. He's almost mined down in his main at this point.
Yeah, a lot of times Protoss players would find it really hard to take a 3rd base. And that's because I think a lot of them are trying to take it too fast. So now they stay in their base until the last possible moment. And that moment is coming for Bonyth if he can't find a way to bust out here.
Yeah, so he does secure the middle of, or at least the middle of his entrance or of his exit. He's got a lot of Storm available. He even has Khydarian Amulet coming in, so he's going to have triple Storm available on a couple of these Templars. His army really isn't that big because of how many probes he has. Meanwhile, g0rynich does have a lot of Hydras. And unlike in the series versus Dandy, we actually have good drone count this time.
Yeah, he got in another round of drones there, and he's got a 4th base coming up on the way. With Lurkers out and coming down, some beautiful Storms to start that off. Huge ones, but I don't know if that's going to be... Okay, he's actually killing off like every Hydra. So that's pretty good, but he does need some reinforcements. Another beautiful Storm. Man, Bonyth's just so on point with those, and he's got plenty of energy left here. So let's see if it's enough to keep g0rynich back, take out this army. Oh my god, these Storms are insane. Incredible. If he loses this Overlord too, this DT's still putting in the damage, putting in work. Bonyth taking out almost the entire force from g0rynich, and will be able to get that 3rd base up and running.
Well, even though the Hydras took tons of damage there, he killed off every single Templar except 1.
That's true.
So he has dealt a lot of damage. Now, Protoss, even though they're on 3 base, he's about to be back on 2 base again. Meanwhile, g0rynich is on 4 base. He's got 7 hatcheries. He's really kicking in high gear right now. The only thing that's lacking for him is I don't see a Queen's Nest anywhere, but he does have double Evolution Chamber coming in. He's got so many Hydras. He's got so many Lurkers. He's got speed. I wonder if he has drop. I'm not sure if I saw that or not.
I'm not sure either. Maybe somebody in chat can tell us about that. But I actually think what you mentioned was the most important, picking off those High Templar. If you notice, he never really remade those. So he is out on the map and trying to defend a third base with basically no storms.
He has one storm available. That's it. But he does have other powerful parts of his army because he's got +3 weapon coming in, +2 armor coming in, just ridiculously high upgrades. But g0rynich is hitting his upgrades too, +2 weapons coming in for him.
Bonyth going to a 4th base already? I guess he understands that he needs that econ as his main is running out of resources. But I mean, this is he's expanding towards g0rynich as well here. And I mean, this is not going to be easy to hold on to.
You always got to be careful when you take a base like this because you can just get dropped so easily. But if he can get this running, you would assume that this is going to be a contested base. So mine this out ASAP before the opponent gets it. That's always ideal for you. Also, g0rynich doesn't suspect it at all. He has no idea. You don't see any units even motioning towards that position. But it looks like both players are content with just sitting here for now. But as I say that, Bonyth is actually going to be the one moving across the map.
He does have a lot more High Templar now. I think he's up to 4, 5, 6 storms, something like that. If each of these High Templar, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 7 storms here. So let's see if he can get them down in good places. A little bit of a whiff on the first one. Lings evaporate here. Lurker wall holds for now. We're gonna try to find another weak spot here, but actually there's not too many holes in here. Another storm goes off. It does catch 2 lurkers. Big Hydra wall coming in from the other side. Huge storm on the center, that meaty chunk of Hydras, and the Zerglings buffering for those lurkers so incredibly well. How many High Templar we got left? We got about 1 or 2 more storms here. The Hydra's really diving well to pick them off.
Yeah, other than that one big storm, you think about what Zerg lost right there. It was really just Lings. He's killed off a lot of Zealots. There's only 1 Templar left.
Forces out another storm. It's a good one, but that's it. No more High Templar in Bonyth's army.
Now, meanwhile, Hive has completed, and we do have drops coming in. We've got Adrenaline coming in. We started to get Ling upgrades, and we do have Defiler Mount coming in, and g0rynich is taking a 5th base. So still, Bonyth, he's got a better army right now, but in the next couple minutes, he's got to be very careful.
So he's building a few more High Templar behind this, but I mean, look at the timer he's on. g0rynich is about to have Swarm, Storm, or Dark Swarm, Plague. I guess his Defiler's Den's not done, but it's about to pop. In the meantime, Crack upgrade, 90% done. Drop upgrade, half the way done. And you add those two together, it's going to be hard to hold on to that 3 o'clock base.
Yeah, but Bonyth is attacking before any of those upgrades hit.
That's a big timing here for Bonyth. He's steamrolling over a lot of those low health lurkers. He does have a few more storms here, but the lurker wall is deep. And there's more and more behind here, and the Hydra count just keeps coming.
Yeah, and he's able to hold. And with this hold, that allows g0rynich to get, is he going to
pick off those High Templar, yeah.
He already picked off 1 Templar, and g0rynich has his 5th up, and Bonyth has, I think, found it, so he wasn't able to deny it. And now look at the supply. We had like a 60 supply lead just a moment ago. It's only 33 now.
Okay. Well, I mean, the drone count's still actually a little bit low if you're on 5 bases here. They'll still have stuff to mine from, too. So g0rynich advantage might be a little bit less, but also Bonyth's at 70 probes, so his army is not as big as you'd think.
Yeah, so a big army, well, decently sized army advantage for Bonyth, but not much. It's only about 20 supply once you factor in the drone and probe difference. But the main issue now is we are starting to see Lings, and they're upgraded, and they have Crackling, and we have Consume coming in, and we have Defilers coming in.
Oh my god.
So this mid-right base, I'm just seeing it in my head. We get a drop-off, we can put down Dark Swarm, we put down Lings, and we have nothing to kill it. We do see something that we haven't seen all BSL long. Reavers are coming out from Bonyth.
Wow. I love this transition because late game, Storm is not going to cut it. You need consistent splash damage, and Reavers are that. Plus, it's Bonyth, and Bonyth Reavers are just the next level. So if there's one way that Bonyth can hold on and then maybe even take this game later, it's going to be because of those Reavers. I really do hope that he is able to do that, because look at this. We're 20 minutes into this game. Bonyth's got 5 bases. Things are looking pretty good.
He's got 5 base. He does need to deny mid-left, but there's a Nidus there. It's going to be so hard to deny this base. But 5 base versus 5 base, that's looking good, pretty good for Protoss. Now, he's definitely going for the super cost-efficient comp because I see Maelstrom coming in.
Oh,
We
yeah.
already saw Reavers. Earlier in the chat, I saw somebody talking about wanting to see a majestic game, right?
Yeah.
D-Web, Maelstrom, Reavers. He might get it. All
Yeah.
that's really lacking now is the Corsair upgrade.
Well, I definitely don't think we're maybe going to see that this game. That would definitely be majestic for sure. But I love the Maelstrom because that's just kind of the icing on the cake if you really want to get cost effective, like you said. So let's see, he's pushing into a big arc of Zerg. There's Archons, but how many Storms do we have? Now that Dark Swarm is out, you absolutely need to have that ready.
He's only got 4 Templars, and really his army is very Zealot heavy, which you do need versus, you know, Defilers. But we have no Archons. We only have 2 Archons, 5 Goons. I think the 5 Goons is pretty good. We do have a drop into the main of the Zerg, but it got picked off by Scourge relatively easily. And I'm getting worried that I think g0rynich just takes 6 base, 7 base, 8 base. All the bases are really on his side of the map.
Yeah. I mean, this is a 3-player map, so you can't split it in half. One of the players is just going to get more. If you give Zerg 2 out of 3 of the chunks of the map, not many places for you to go. So let's see. Is he loading up for a drop at that 11 o'clock? Okay, I think he might have been, but the Zealots will find it, so no spoilers.
Well, Bonyth is going to try and bust through the Zerg entrenchment, but again, he's just going to be denied. There's nowhere to attack right now. So I think Bonyth's best option.
Oh, you see Maelstrom there? Is he going to use
he
that?
got the Defiler with
he
feedback.
fed back it. Nice. I guess that delays your Maelstrom, but I still feedbacking a Defiler before it casts anything, always worth in my book. So this is a pretty cost-effective trade, no joke. And I mean, maybe g0rynich is okay because he is able to just get up every single bit of tech that he needs in the meantime and expand behind it. But I mean, Bonyth is going to start really trading effectively now that he's got these big bad upgrades.
Yeah, and he's even getting Reaver damage. That's something you don't see quite often. I'd like to see more Stargates coming in, maybe go for Carriers or Arbiters, really get into that super late game comp. But I do like that he is taking a 6 base. It's not going to get denied by this small Link Hydra attack, but this is the part that it gets scary for Protoss because you can't be everywhere.
Yeah, we're dropping. Upper left. Here we go. Defiler, Lurkers, Cracklings, oh my. 7 Overlords, and we're coming in. There are some cannons in position, so gotta get those swarms down. Start Cascade dropping everything. Oh my god, this is so catastrophic. Are there Reavers back here to defend? You absolutely need them, but there's nowhere to be found. There's a couple of Archons, but that's it. And now there's Swarm and Cracklings in the Protoss main. Oh, this is looking rough.
Well, Bonyth got some Reavers over here, so he may be able to clean it up. But this is all of the tech. Citadel, Archive, Stargate, all of them are in this position.
Forge, yeah, oh my god, he's gonna Crackling down so many things. Reavers actually did not do that much here, and he loses the Observer.
Not the shuttle!
Oh my god, he snipes the shuttle! He's gonna snipe the Reaver with Lings! Oh my god, he's gonna not get the Reaver. Okay, well, he has no obs here, so that's also a little bit of a rough one, but oh wait, does he? Okay, he did save 1 odds, never mind. Crisis averted. A nice save, not critical damage done, but he sniped so much tech.
Yeah, I think that was a really good drop from g0rynich. He got rid of the Templar Archive. We don't know if it's being okay, it is being rebuilt. Bonyth was on top of it as soon as it went down.
Did he cancel +3?
+3? No, he already has +3. He's starting to get plasma shields at his nat.
Okay.
So didn't get any cancel or any key upgrades being canceled, but Zerg has +3 now on armor for every unit. He's got +2 Lings coming in. He's got +3 armor. Wait, does he have +3 armor? No, he has +3 weapon on his Hydra. So
okay,
he's still at +2 though, which is a really big power spike for Zerg. But mid left, there's no real defense there, so this hatchery's going to get denied. Meanwhile, a small drop in the main's going to pick off some Templars.
Wow, does he really still have Lings in there? And then the Cracklings, even if you have just a couple, they're just so powerful. Man, I wish Storm damage killed me. Never mind. And yeah, you're right. There's not a lot. Sure, there's Lings here, but the Nidus is the real issue. I mean, Reavers are going to make that maybe a little bit more bustable, but they're not with the army itself. So It's all about storms. He did rebuild his shuttle. He's got 2 Reavers in that, and now that that's being brought to bear, it's a much scarier Protoss force out on the map.
Yeah, now Bonyth has a maxed army. He's got 6 bases. So does g0rynich, or actually g0rynich is down in bases. Oh, no, he doesn't. He has mid-right.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he got that. But this is a scary army. Reaver support with this army, very deadly. Oh, that's so many lurkers.
That's a lot of
Oh,
lurkers,
God.
but where's the Maelstrom?
Oh,
It only
God.
catches Lings, and okay, double Maelstrom all the way across the sky. Reavers dropping out. There's 4 Reavers here for Bonyth. I mean, the Hydra arc is big. The lurkers are getting their shots off on those Reavers in the back, popping everything. He's gonna snipe the shuttle. The Hydras, they're diving on the shuttles. He kills all the Reavers. The shuttles are dead, and g0rynich was down in supply, now up by 70. Bonyth's got nothing left.
Yeah, Bonyth down 70 supply. I thought that Bonyth was going to slam that army. All the Maelstroms. He had 4 Templar there for Storm. He had 4 Reavers. Yet still, Zerg just overpowered him. Now, like I said, Protoss so hard to defend every base.
God.
This base is dead. Top left is dead. Look at all the red just moving across the map.
Rivers of red running across this map, overrunning every base that Bonyth needs to defend. The outer base, you're right, the 4th is dead. The 5th is about to go down. Like you said, it's pretty much dead to rights. I mean, Bonyth has no shuttles, no Reavers. He's building 3 at a time to try to catch back up. But if he's able to, that would just be a miracle.
Yeah, here come Lurker Hydra trying to bust up top left. No Reaver out just yet. If he can get a oh, is he gonna drop? No, he's not gonna drop. Reaver just now comes out.
Okay, he's just getting high ground vision. I thought he was going to drop like a Defiler up there, and that would be absolutely catastrophic. But can he get on top of this Reaver? Oh my God, Reavers are so good. Trying to snipe it. It's barely going to get another shot off before it goes down. Lots of cannons up here, so it's definitely a hard base to break, but there's endless streams of Zerg coming across the map, and I think g0rynich knows all he needs to do is take this base out, and it's mission accomplished.
Yeah, if he takes this base out, mid-right is basically mined out. 3rd base, basically mined out. This is the most important base for Bonyth, and it's going down.
What an epic first game to the series. This is a best of 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I mean, Bonyth is fighting hard out here, but after taking that huge loss in the middle, it's just gonna take so much. A miracle to come back from this point.
And now he's just loading up a huge drop into the main of Bonyth. He knows where the army was. It ran into lurkers. So there's going to be nothing in the main. Oh my God, this is a huge drop.
The doomiest of doom drops here. And I don't know if Bonyth can come back from that. Like you said, Nyokin, Protoss can only be in one place at once.
He sees where the army is. Now he drops. And this is going to be a dead Protoss main.
Oh my God. It's disgusting. Zerglings everywhere, killing everything, and Bonyth desperately trying to re-enter his main. In the meantime, a Zergling attack to the 3rd base is going to completely devastate that. Those cannons pop in seconds, and even if any Ling survives, this base is going to be very, very vulnerable. The drop of the main still dealing massive damage, but I mean, Bonyth is actually dealing with this better than I thought.
Yeah, he actually cleaned it up very easily, but the problem is that we're down 30 supply. We have no econ now. We've got 3.5k bank. Doesn't matter though. That one Ling, 5 kills, 6 kills, gonna wipe out the entire probe line almost.
Maelstrom. She kills it with Zealot. But look, the Rivers continue to run. Flowing across the map. We've got shuttles, we've got Reavers. Can they get the shots off that they need? Beautiful storms, nice Maelstrom. I mean, that's going to be a great way to start. Not that great a plague, though, and he takes out pretty much everything in that force from g0rynich, but there's more and more and more on the way. More Scarabs coming out, though. The cost effectiveness is here for Bonyth, and g0rynich turns around.
Yeah, those were very expensive losses for g0rynich. He lost so many lurkers, he lost so many defilers, but it just doesn't matter because there's no econ for Bonyth at this point.
Yeah, I think he's not. Is he mining anymore? I think that 3 o'clock base has a little left.
Top right.
Oh, actually, no.
Is it? That's it. That's all he has.
And he's just gonna flood this over with Lings. I hope that there are some fjords, some dikes out there that we can use to build a wall around our vulnerable low ground base. I guess it's even ground, but whatever. Because the flood's coming, and it is it's almost hopeless here for Bonyth. The entire map is covered in red, and he has almost nothing left.
Yeah, this small Ling drop to the main, wiping out some of the buildings. Citadel, obviously not important, but Bonyth has, this is probably his last push. He has no econ, no income. He does have a lot of spellcasters. Unfortunately for him, the Dark Archon has no energy. Uh-oh, I hear some lurkers going off. Ooh, so much damage being dealt by 3 lurkers.
Oh man, they're +3 lurkers just shredding the shields on those zealots. They're gonna try to come up here.
Oh my god, look how much red is coming.
There's not even enough control groups to do that, guys. There's so many Zerglings. Yeah, it doesn't matter how good these storms are. They can be perfect storms. It's not enough. The Reavers are going to go down, the Lings on top of them, and this is going to be it almost certainly. Bonyth fighting his heart out in a 30-minute game number 1 in this best of 7. But after getting overrun this time, I don't think there's any way Bonyth can afford to stay back in this game.
No, we're down 50.
That's it. GG. Bonyth taps out, and g0rynich is able to take game number 1, the BSL8 Grand Finals.
I all of a sudden like the TL prediction a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, that was a straight up game.
Not just that, he killed a drone. Remember that?
That's true. I forgot. Oh my god.
An early drone kill is huge.
It really is. He almost lost that Overlord. Imagine how huge that would have been.
Yeah.
And this is all like minute 5 stuff we're talking about here, guys. What are we seeing? This is crazy. Now that was a 3-player map, and because it's a 7-game series, we might get onto some of this weird, wacky, crazy stuff like what is it, Quintessence? What? But game number 2 is going to be on Gladiator, and this map is a lot more standard, but it's still ZVP, so there's plenty of shenanigans we can pull out. We haven't even seen Bonyth go for things like maybe a 2-gate opener. Oh my god. Plenty of things left in both players' handbooks, and for Bonyth to be down 1 game to start this out, definitely not the opener I think a lot of people expected.
Yeah, so I wonder if Bonyth is going to go back to something like a 2-gate. Gladiator is a very hard map to play versus Zerg, so you may want to end it fast, but if you go for something like that and you lose, all of a sudden we're down 2-0, playing 2 of our best builds.
Oh yeah, that's true, and after that point, I mean, we've seen some reverse sweeps. Dandy able to take out Eon Zerg as a PvT or TVP example. But one of the key characteristics to that is you got to be able to mix it up. You got to have builds left in the bank. So let's figure out what's going to happen as we get into game number 2. The map is Gladiator, and g0rynich is coming into this up 1-0 over Bonyth. See if Bonyth can come back and even up the series. All right, here we go. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, Gladiator. From Russia, playing Zerg in blue, it's g0rynich.
In the bottom right, in the green, I didn't know his APM could be this high. He's got 500
How does he
APM.
do
It is Bonyth.
Definitely not Stork.
It's
confirmed.
definitely not. Yeah. It might be TT1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is it him?
Is it him?
I don't know. Well, look, let's get into this because this is super exciting.
I think this is 1 base. This
You think?
probe seems too late to go build a
Yeah.
pylon now.
Oh, not that many probes. Where are we building it?
Oh, we got a future pylon.
Yeah, I was expecting it. Shout out to the boy. There's our pylon. I was thinking like in base, like we're really going on it, but obviously no. Normal timing, or a little bit slow on the pylon, but it should be a normal timing on the gateway, slightly late. Actually, no, he's gonna have just enough at just the right time. Look at that.
So gateway gonna come down, and this time doesn't scout him first.
Look, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, anyway. And I mean, at least g0rynich is not scouting first either, so a little bit of justice.
Yep. Now here we go. We are gonna have a 12 hatch, and I think people have told me that 12 hatch is hard to stop versus 1 gate expand. A lot of times you see Zergs go for 11 hatch into 10 pool. Just those few seconds do add up when you're having to deal with zealot pressure. So g0rynich being a little bit greedy here, we'll have to see if he can get any type of good surround here with drones. Can he prevent the zealot from getting into the backline? Because Gladiator is one of the maps that you can get into the backline, be super annoying.
Yeah, I mean, those zealots just live forever back there. He doesn't have zealots there yet. How's he gonna get them? We only have one gateway. I was really expecting to see a little bit of something creative as far as our openers go. I mean, I guess 12 hatch is a good way to mix it up and not just go for overpool every game. But I like this by Bonyth because it's hard to beat Bonyth in a straight up game. You know how hard it is to beat Bonyth in 2 straight up games? I like that Bonyth is not feeling the pressure just yet.
Well, we've got good spawns for both players. We've got close positions, bottom left versus bottom right. I think that this kind of gives g0rynich a bit of an edge because unlike other maps, you cannot spam cannons on Gladiator. And with the gateway being where it is, right in front of the pylon, you can't even build a cannon underneath the gateway. So you have to factor that in. If we see something like a big Hydra bust from g0rynich, it's going to be really hard for Bonyth to defend. I would actually like for g0rynich to tie to it right here, go for Hydra bust, but also go for drop at the same time, or go for speed at the same time, send Overlords in the main to go for a fake. But
that would actually be super big brain. I like that you say tie to it because he's done that before. It's a little bit of a gimmick, but let's see what these 2 zealots can get done. Focusing down the egg, 1 damage at a time, or I guess it's 2 because they've got 2 side blades. But gets the Zerglings out, but already taking a hit. Every hit matters on these early low lane count numbers. See if we can get this around on the zealots. They're running back to the ramp. They force them their way up. They actually do stay alive. That probe has gotten off several shots, but with these lings popping out, that zealous really shouldn't get very much done. Can they get behind this mineral line? He snipes it, and he's got a ling on the inside. I mean, he's going to kill these zealots eventually, but not as efficiently as he would.
Oh, wow. The zealot moves just in the nick of time to avoid death.
It's 1 ling at a time here. How does he get into these positions?
Oh, my God. Instantly gets it.
Excuse me? Hello? Oh my God. How many zealots or Zerglings did those zealots kill? Like 10.
They killed
12.
so many. I thought for sure that this was going to be the one time Bonyth got punished. And instead, he just kills.
No justice.
No justice. Now, behind this, he has his cybernetics going. g0rynich has started to mine gas. He's got 3 hatch on location, but it is a mid-left hatchery, so it's not in another main. So we may see the Hydra flood that I was expecting, but maybe not. I remember last game, g0rynich was in a similar situation. He wasn't mining gas at all. Stargate was like building before we started mining gas.
Right.
So this is very similar to the last game, and g0rynich was able to transition very easily into 4th and 5th base. So I don't know. I don't know what Bonyth should do differently. He's not going to do anything differently. Stargate.
Man, Bonyth is really taking this one slow and steady. I mean, I like that at least he's getting out there with zealots doing #things Bonyth does. But not really anything else. And for g0rynich on the other side, he is setting up for what could be a super deadly Hydra flood. Oh, catching that probe is so gigantic. Absolutely no information for Bonyth.
Yeah, he has no idea what's going on. We've got 8 lings out, so there's no way the probe would have gotten in anyways. He did see the 4th hatch was coming up, but there's a 5th hatch coming up at top left. Also, now the Overlord did see that it was a Stargate, so he knows what's going on. Again, just like last game, we have 5 hatch, no lair. Expect us to get a lair pretty soon in Hydra Den. Are we going to get speed? Because last game we went straight speed. Remember that? We got delayed Templar Archive.
Yeah, you're right. And that was a little bit interesting because I think that was specifically because he wasn't really in a hurry. He didn't really need the storm there. This time, I think it's safe to say potentially fast storm would be an asset because it looks like we are going to have that big 5-hatch Hydra play.
Yeah, he did go for the Templar Archive. He got gas at his natural extremely early, so it makes sense to go for the Templar Archive this time. Still 1 gate for him, waiting for 1 or 2 more gates to come in pretty soon. +1 weapon is about halfway done. We see speed has started. This is going to line up for something like another 6 zealot timing attack. So he may be able to get a little bit of damage done here, but just like last game, we've got Hydra Den done. Lairs coming up. Every 6 hatch this time. There's the difference.
Ooh, okay. Actually pretty good drone count as well. Okay, he went up to like 33, but now he's back down to 30 with all those buildings coming. Lair, about halfway done. They'll be coming up along with the Evo chamber eventually. So yeah, everything is going to coincide pretty nicely here for g0rynich off 6 hatcheries.
Yeah, 6 hatch, so we are going hard on the Hydras this game, and I like that choice. DT follow-up for Bonyth this time. He wants to try and sneak a DT in somewhere. 4 gates coming up, so he's going to be able to macro pretty quickly. Now, more than likely, we're going to see 6 Templars come out pretty soon, stack up that energy. We know that Mass Hydras are coming. He doesn't know that, but I think that is a map where you would assume that, so I like his build choice this time.
Well, I mean, just the opening at the natural is, I think, the big reason behind this. You can just pile what is it? I think Cadenzi was telling me you can arc 10 Hydras at the natural. I mean, that just seems obscenely large.
Yeah, that's a lot of DPS, especially when you have a SimCity where they can't engage you. Like 80% of it's blocked off by a Hydrogen and a hatchery. Now, I am surprised we don't see any Templars out. We have a 5th gate coming up, which makes me think, okay, there we go. There's the 3 Templars, 4 Templars even that I was waiting for.
Ooh. I mean, this is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to really depend on not only that storm timing, but let's see how many Hydras we have coming out. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's 6 hatcheries. Jeez Louise, it's going to be so many Hydras.
Well, he gets a count on what's going on, and in response, he's actually getting a somewhat fast robotics.
I'm worried about our cannon count here. Yes. I get that they build fast, but I don't know if they build that fast.
Well, I think that just having Storm will be okay, but we don't have the energy just yet. But also, g0rynich isn't moving across.
Okay.
Now, of course, if he was moving across, that's different.
Yeah.
But he isn't. Again, supplies very even, 74 to 68.
Wow.
g0rynich really killing it.
I mean, he does have a lot of High Templar out. I think he's at that 5 or 6 number that you were talking about earlier. And with a new gateway explosion coming down, we're going up to what, 7 gates?
7 gates, so tons of production for Bonyth. This time, +2 weapon is started with no +1 armor. He also got a fast robotics. Now, this could be for Observer. Well, it's most likely for Observer. I wonder if he's going to go Reaver. Okay, there's Observer.
Okay. All right, just kind of checking off the boxes here. A little bit risky to move out without those.
But this is something okay, there we go. There's the macro. Wait, we got 1,000 minerals for Bonyth, which always makes me worried, but...
and then he just dumps 700 minerals.
Then he dumps it all. So we're good, but here's speed. So this is what I would have liked to see earlier, some type of fake Hydra attack or fake drop into the main. But now something like this isn't going to work, but... no, you can't lose the Corsairs.
Oh my god, he loses both Corsairs. No way to kill these Overlords, so no Dark Templar shenanigans at all. But some decent storms on these Hydras, but I don't know if he can afford to be this far out on the map.
Yeah, also, that's 2 storms gone already. He only has 2 left.
Bonyth, he's way out there.
Yeah, but it's hard to fight on Gladiator.
Yeah, I mean, you got to fit on the pizza wedge here. That's not really something Hydras are great at doing.
Yeah, when you back off the pizza wedge, you still can't fight there because you're not able to get off hits every single time. I have to say, g0rynich is splitting like an actual god. Last game, he was taking a lot of storm hits, but actually splitting very quickly. Right there, we saw him split very quickly.
Yeah, the rarest unit in the game is a half-health Hydra. They're either full health or no health.
Now, he does find mid-right, and he's going to kill the probe. So this is going to be a denied Nexus. And Bonyth is, I mean, he's still okay, but...
is he going to morph on the ramp? I thought he was going to, but I guess there's so many units it might not matter.
Yeah, but we still have relatively even supply. g0rynich is still on 3 base. He's got lurkers. He's got a lot of lurkers.
Whoa.
Holy moly, he's got 10 lurkers coming in. He's got +1 weapon already done. Bonyth is about to complete +2 weapon, but his army is super strong. We got a mostly goon army with Templar support. Nexus is coming up.
I mean, I don't know what you hope to accomplish here. You got to walk across 2 pizza wedges. Oh, the lurkers aren't burrowed. Jadong, is that you? No, he's going to burrow them in time. Well, let's see if he can take it in time. Storms coming down. So many storms. Oh my god, he's going to pop all the lurkers at the front. But there's still more storms behind, or there's still more lurkers behind this. Oh my god, this is a tragedy. Even with some really amazing storms, the lurkers are going to burrow on the back line. The storms, are there perhaps not enough?
I think those were actually 2 perfect storms right there, saving the day for Bonyth. If g0rynich was able to dodge those, I think he would have held easily. He still holds for now, but supplies have dropped tremendously for g0rynich. Meanwhile, Bonyth has his 3rd Nexus up. He's still got 7-8 gate. He's got his upgrades going strong. He's hit +3 immediately. He's got 2nd Forge coming in. But he did lose all of his Templars except this one.
Yeah, that one's the 65 energy high Templar. Nice. I like what you said about the supplies being evened up now, because off 6 hatcheries, you're really trying to pump out a ton of units. Still no 4th hatchery coming up, or 4th base coming up here, and we're going to Hive.
Queen's Nest just started. Looks like we may have an attempt to take a 4th base top left. Oh, actually, we do have 4th base at the mineral only.
Oh,
So
yeah, you're right.
it might be g0rynich being the one to try and take bottom middle, take a close base. But Bonyth is on the offensive again, but I don't really think he's going to get much done here. So hard to fight uphill into lurkerling Hydra, almost suicide. So I think he should just, again, play a little bit passive, try and potentially take his side of the map. That's what he's doing. He's taking a 4th Nexus as mineral.
Yeah. Man, these games have been so even, so back and forth. I love this series. It's so good. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted. I think a lot of people expected this to either be really one-sided for Bonyth or to be just a really close epic series. And I'm really happy it's the latter of those two. Let's kind of take stock of this game. I mean, hard to break that high ground, but some massive storms up top. Hydra Arc on the high ground, still just so good at defending. g0rynich really stopping Bonyth in his tracks.
Yeah, and again, look at the supply. Actually, army advantage for g0rynich because he's down 16 workers, but only down 7 supply. So actually, Bonyth is the one that has to be careful, especially after having no storms now. He has literally no storm. 1 Templar Archive is out on the map, or 1 Templar is out on the map. Again, I would like, okay, there we go. There's the drones being built for g0rynich. He's got 7 more
on the way.
Yeah, so this is what he needs to saturate all 4 of these bases. And then he's going to have a killer econ. We know he's got Hive almost done. He's got double evolution chamber coming in. I'm worried again.
How dare you? Where's your confidence? Where's your faith? Where's our Polish Bob Malcolm to cheer on Bonyth? Either way, this is a very strong position for g0rynich to be in, especially if he's able to take another main. Is that a drone heading out across the map right there? Yes, it is. Oh man. He's going to go for that upper left, and there's probably no way Bonyth stops that.
No, he's going to have to traverse that far. And if you're Protoss traversing that far, you better have a good defense, because more than likely, they're just going to go counterattack you. You know they're sending the majority of their storm up here, but Bonyth is going to try and bust through again.
Oh God!
It just feels like such suicide. He's
only got 2 storms. I mean, the Hydras are pretty clumped up just because there's so many of them. But I mean, you killed 10 Hydras up there. There's still 3 more left.
So he does pick off 2 lurkers, but he traded, 2 storms for that, and he morphed them into Archons. Not that Archons are bad, but I would prefer Storm.
Yeah, I mean, Bonyth is trying to transition the composition of his army, but I don't know if Archons are going to do it here. You got to storm the lurkers there, and he just doesn't have any left.
And what's scary is that this is the weakest point in the game for the Zerg. So if he survives here,
he's going to have Crack. He's going to have...
Yeah, he's got Consume coming in. He's got everything that he needs coming in very soon. So if I'm g0rynich, I'm feeling fantastic. Also, he knows that Bonyth is still only 4 base. We see that a 5th base is coming in pretty soon. But everything is pretty good for g0rynich. Now we do have double forge. We have armor and shields coming in. So we're going to be getting into +3, +3, +3 very quickly.
And I'm glad that Bonyth has the upgrades on his side here. He has been very, very vigilant with those. And so his army is going to keep getting better and better if he doesn't lose it by running into the middle of the map again. Because this is that point in the previous series where he took a huge hit to his army and was never really able to recover.
Well, this is hard to do as Zerg, to constantly reposition your army, but Bonyth is going to try and attack uphill. He's losing a decent amount of zealots to these lurkers. Really not a lot of lurkers have died so far.
I mean, there's still no swarm up, so that's a big moment here. I think that's the timing, the reason that Bonyth is so far out, but it's going to hit soon. Consume just now finished, and there's 22 cracklings on the way.
Yeah, we have +1 weapon for Zerg kicking in, or it's halfway done, so not anytime soon, but coming in relatively soon. And here we go, trying to attack through the bottom again. Like I said, it's hard to reposition. Yeah. Huge storm.
Oh my God, massive storms on the lurkers. They burrow, but it's a little bit late here. The high ground, it's claimed by Bonyth. Now Swarm is out, and so while that's good, it's not going to take out the kind of strangely high zealot count here that's doing a remarkably good job dealing with the crackling. Of course, backed up by all those Archons, you still can't fight underneath it.
Yeah, there was a 50 supply swing in favor of Bonyth, but g0rynich is still hanging on. But he's got to make sure to not bleed off any more lurkers, because he lost like 10 lurkers there.
He lost a bunch of lurkers, and he hemorrhaged all of his cracklings too. Not that you can't remake them, but they do cost larva money, and they don't come out instantly. You know, it seems like that. High ground will be reclaimed by g0rynich, but remarkably with a much lower lurker count.
Well, we have a 60 supply advantage for Bonyth now. We also have Reavers coming in, and I would really like this time Bonyth to do what he did last time, just sync up the army with some Reavers. There's really not great defense for g0rynich at this point. It's 2 lurkers and mass link.
Well, if Bonyth is going to do it, this is a great time for him too. It looks like he does have a massive supply advantage, 80 supply up here with some massive storms on the high ground. We're going to be using that word a lot.
He's maxed.
Yeah. Oh my God. You're right. He's almost 100 supply in the lead here. 84 feels pretty good to me. And it's a vulnerable base over here. I guess there is a Nidus at that. Is there? No.
Nidus.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Never went there. Bonyth could even just shut down this upper left, and it'd still be a big move.
Yeah. So top left is where he wants to go. He's going to shut this down, and g0rynich is trying to get into position, but this is just so much Protoss.
Yeah, what do? Where's our swarms? There it is, but is that really even going to accomplish very much? A nice arc of cracklings here sends the zealots right back up the ramp as the lurkers pop out of that Nidus, and oh man, g0rynich just balanced on a knife's edge here. Oh my God.
He somehow barely survives because Dark Swarm's so good.
Yeah.
He's still down 80 supply though. Bonyth does have 2 key upgrades kicking in. He's got +2 armor now, has +1 shields. He started his 3rd armor upgrade. Meanwhile, we have a shuttle moving across the map. Reaver, DT, High Templar drop. Does it get more disgusting?
Look, I mean, usually I'm saying this about the Zerg player who's about to crackling drop the main, right? No. Oh, and the DT. Oh, the Reaver. Oh my. Oh, don't tell me this detonates. Okay, it does.
DT shuts down bottom middle. Reaver, I don't know what he's doing, but I heard a storm drop at the mat.
Oh my God. Well, all the drones are dead at the natural. And there's still the Protoss.
He's supply block.
He's still coming. Oh my God, he can't build units anymore. He's still down like 80, 90, and it's just gonna get worse from here on out. Storm on the Defiler, but it barely pops 2 swarms just in time. There's still so many zealots here that they can't bust in.
Yeah, he does need to be careful to not move command those zealots. Reaver's going to get taken out in the main, but it had 12 kills, so it did its job.
Nice.
g0rynich did do a good job to hold top left, though, and he's still not dead. So he's still got, a fighting chance. He has 5 bases versus 5 base Protoss. That's not bad, but it's just so much stuff for Bonyth.
Yeah. Where do we get stuff from as g0rynich? He has a bunch of hatcheries. His money's not that high. You look at the bank, Bonyth's building up to 3K, 2K, and how's he going to spend it?
Well, it looks like shuttles and Reavers are going to be the choice, because see double shuttle being built. He's got Reavers at top right, so there's no way that base is getting shut down. And it looks like mid left is the place to go, because there's no Nidus. Huge storm.
Jeez Louise.
So many lings.
Yeah, his cracklings are really doing a great job buffering at the top of the ramp, but I mean, there's only one sunken here, and it's just crackling. So see if you can get this lurker flank off. Storm hits 1, not the greatest. We're going to have a swarm there to protect them. So, I mean, this is actually getting some money, but another storm right on the swarm. Kills off the lurkers, kills off the defilers. Getting cast 1 move before that defiler goes down. No! Not that great a plague either, as it only catches the Archons and maybe a couple of zealots there too. A few zealots, but I mean, Bonyth's still totally maxed out.
He's super maxed versus an army that's almost non-existent from the Zerg. The Zerg has a lot of drones, 55 drones, so mid left is going to mine out, main and Nat are going to mine out, and there's just no defense. Oh no, the Reavers.
Oh my God. Okay, so massive storms on the opposite side too. Splash damage pops them with a storm, and the lurkers go down. Hydra's on the high ground going down. We're sub 100 supply here for g0rynich, and with one of his most crucial bases about to go down, I mean, this is just going from bad to worse. Bonyth crushing it this game, played it a little bit slow and steady. It looks like he is going to win the race here in game number 2.
Yeah, Bonyth going to even the series up 1-1. I don't know where it went wrong for g0rynich, because remember, he was even in supply the whole game.
Yeah, he was even defending that high ground really well.
Yeah, it was the second time Bonyth tried to hit the high ground. Remember, he came around to the top, then went back down to the bottom.
And he didn't reposition the lurkers in time.
Just weren't in position. And it's so hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, like, the Protoss can't be in more than one place at the same time to stop drops from the Zerg. Kind of the same on the other side is, like, you don't have enough lurkers to just split them perfectly evenly. g0rynich was doing an insanely good job defending there, but a little slow on the reposition, and Bonyth just hit that perfect angle on the second attack on the high ground. And that means that because it is a best of 7, we're just going to play lots of maps. Now, we've seen our map Quintessence like a single-digit number of times.
Like it was twice.
Like, yeah, 2 or 3 times. Not many. But it's coming up as game number 3. Are we really? Oh my God, we're only 2 games into this. Wow, this is going to be a long one, but it's going to be a good one too. So I can't wait. Game number 3 is going to be on Quintessence. I don't think anybody knows what to think about this map, Nyokin.
I don't think I saw a single Protoss versus Zerg on here. I think I've seen Terran versus Protoss.
Yeah, you're right. That was our 2 matchups.
I casted a Terran versus Zerg.
Okay, so you're going to be the expert.
Yeah, the expert.
Well, there's really only one way to find out, and that's by getting into game number 3 on Quintessence to find out which player will finally take a lead moving into our 3rd game of this best of 7 grand finals. And here we go on the 5-player map, Quintessence, spawning at the bottom in the olive as Zerg from Russia. It's g0rynich.
And in the top middle, he evened up the score 1-1. It is Bonyth. Yeah, so this map I actually have to turn on, reveal the entire map, because this reminds me of a very old school map called Gamagawan. But there's a little difference here, is that the ramp to the 3rd base is walled off by this mineral and power generator. But this does give you 3 bases pretty quickly, I imagine, for Zerg. And also the hatcheries are very close, unlike other maps where the 3rd hatch is, not necessarily that close.
Yeah, you're right.
You can sync up your army very quickly. So this may be a very good map for g0rynich to try and go for a Hydra bus that I was expecting him to go for on Gladiator. We got in base piling.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. All right. Well, one thing this might contribute to is that it was pointed out in chat that TT1 played a 3-minute game against Abby. It did not go well, needless to say. So this might be another 3-minute game. Well, probably not, but we're going in base. What is in store? Nobody wants to play a long game on this map, apparently.
No, because we've got 9 pool speed coming in for g0rynich.
All right, what are we doing? 9 pool speed, obviously the aggressive version. No over pools allowed anymore. We tried it game 1, not ever again.
And actually, I personally like this opener for Bonyth, or at least, okay, now I don't, because it's going to be a 2-gate. I like 1-gate tech here. Of course, he hasn't scouted, so he doesn't know, but 1-gate tech here would have been amazing because he could have gone into Reaver or Sair and really forced Zerg to build units. Like, you really
you're right.
don't want to be building like a Hydrogen on one base or a Lair on one base.
Well, or anything on one base.
Yeah, so that would have been really painful. And now here comes Bonyth. He's going to come in here and see that this is 1 base speed, and he's going to be very happy that he opened like this.
I mean, 1 base speed into 2-gate is feels bad, man, for the Zerg for sure. But I do love that Bonyth is doing this, because the power of Bonyth Zealot. I mean, the early game Zealots from Bonyth are almost the strongest unit in the game. Oh, no way. Not again. Not again. No. We've got rules against this.
Drone almost goes down, but Lings pop out to save the day. And now, actually, Bonyth is the one that has to be careful to not lose his probe, because when you're facing a 1-base play, you want to know, is it more Lings? Is it Lair? What am I actually facing? Ooh, look at the timing. Zealots come out perfectly in time.
You just slide right in there.
You aren't getting up this ramp.
No.
It's not happening.
So complete denial. I mean, I guess g0rynich knows that there's 2 gateways, but that's about it.
And this is what I was saying. when you open like this, you can really punish Zerg if you go for tech. So we do have gas coming in. It's not like Bonyth is building mass zealots to try and just take his low ground base.
Ooh, sniping the probe,
Yeah, probe.
taking it out.
But he did get to see the hatchery, so he knows
Yeah.
that this can't be a lair, it can't be, you know, Hydra bus follow-up. So everything is fine.
Now, our hope, of course, as all hopes should be with Bonyth games, is in the one base Reaver. Everybody wants to see that. Bonyth, do it for the fans. I'm waiting. Still no Nexus anywhere to be seen. At least g0rynich knows that much.
Yeah, so he knows that this is a one base tech play. 7 zealots out for Bonyth. I mean, once he gets out 2 more, I think he just goes.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's just gonna go with 5. I actually don't think this is the overwhelming amount he needs, but at the same time, it's one hatch.
Yeah.
How many lanes can you actually build on one hatch?
Yeah, you know that your opponent has not a lot. Are there more lings than zealots or less? I mean, there's about double, but this is still super scary for g0rynich, or as the zealots move across the map. Now, he's managed to stop them in the center in the ring, but I mean, there's 4 more zealots back at home. That's 9. That's a high number.
Yeah, that's 9, and he's pushed the lings so far back that he knows that they're not counterattacking. So actually he gets away with a little bit here, because really there's a huge gap. And we could have had a base trade scenario, but 9 zealots. How do you actually stop this as g0rynich?
Does he have a sunken? I don't think so.
He's got a colony, but it's not.
Oh yeah, okay. Just now morphing into a sunken, but is that even in time? These zealots are gonna hit so fast.
It's gonna be in time.
Okay, yeah, it is. I got my colors mixed up there for a second. So it's gonna be barely in time here. Barely in time, but there's no Zerglings to stop the Zealot. I thought they were just gonna one-shot it.
Ooh, that's a lot of lings.
It is a lot of lings. Zealots deal a lot of damage, but they're getting surrounded. So let's see if Bonyth can do that. Bonyth micro. He's gonna control them a little bit there, pulling them back and allowing them to get into a better concave. But taking out that many Zealots is a huge win for g0rynich.
Yeah, but look at what g0rynich actually has. It's 9 drones.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Pro,
all right.
And he's building more lings. And behind us, we have Stargate done, Citadel halfway done. Sure, Bonyth lost a lot. Let's not deny that. But he is really crippling the econ of Zerg. But luckily for g0rynich, he's got 3 hatches, so he can produce a lot of larvae very quickly and catch up.
I mean, how do we save our overlords, though? That's my big question.
Yeah, there's really no way he's going to save these overlords. But also, how's Bonyth really going to find these overlords?
It would be a little bit lucky. But I think he's going to find probably at least one. We'll see. He might just want to get across the map as fast as he can. I mean, I think you know that at some point Hydras will be being built. Got it. But with as far behind economically as g0rynich is, Bonyth's got to feel pretty good about that.
Well, he's catching up really fast because we're all of a sudden going to be at 20 drones versus 25 probes. And he's got 3 hatch and he's got hydrogen. And once we just get even out like 1-2 hydras at each of these bases, we're not going to take any damages to our overlords.
We don't know what Nexuses look like.
No.
We haven't seen one this game. There's one in our main, probably. But we can't confirm that. Certainly none in our natural. Why would they be there? Nobody knows. So let's see what these lings can get in. They see no Nexus. That probe is as fake as can be. Nobody believes that probe's there to build a Nexus. Oh, he's going to snipe it even if it was.
So the probe goes down. Corsair doesn't have any kills yet. It's going to find 1 overlord kill. But so far, it really... Okay, he does get it.
Okay, he does get it.
But he doesn't really know exactly what's going on. He does see there's no lair there. So now he should know that it is 3 hatch Hydra. But I still like Bonyth. Oh no, we're supply blocked. Oh
Oof. No. Oofs in the chat for that one. g0rynich in...
Oh, no overlords either.
Oh god. All right, well, I'm going to start counting. And I'm going to stop counting when we're not supply blocked anymore. All right, you ready? All right, 1,
we have
2. Okay,
we have 4 hydras and 2 sunkens. How do we actually hold this?
I believe the game ends at this point, Nyokin.
I don't see how we hold this.
All right, I'm going to count the number of seconds left in this game. 1, 2, not many. Look at the damage that's being done. We're fighting with drones because we've got single-digit numbers of hydras behind that. Finally, actually, he didn't focus down the sunken. That was a little bit of miscontrol there. So a lot of the zealots do actually get picked off, and that frees up our supplies. No, he's supply blocked again. No. Okay, remember how we weren't going to catch those overlords out on the map, Nyokin?
Yeah, well,
We got them.
we found him, and it's just one Sair. It's not like
Ladies and
there's
gentlemen,
3, 4 Sairs. It's just one.
We got him. The overlord count will not be high. We still have no overlords in production. How are we making units?
Gosh.
Oh, he's going to lose the Corsair for free, so that's not great. But
He's building a Spire, which is good. But
is a Spire and Overlord.
Yeah, we need an Overlord. Oh man! And now the Nexus is up, and we have twice as many workers, and we have flat out a better army. And
Hold me, Nyokin.
And we have cannons.
Yikes. Well, usually a Zerg player will play the game by building units. Now, we're not there yet, but I promise you, if you elect me as your... Okay, now, finally, we can build units again. It only took us 9 minutes.
So Spire's about 75% done. Drone Psycho coming in. I think that g0rynich is just going to rely on a Mutaswitch to try and catch him off guard. Because what else can we do? We can't go Hydras. There's no way we're getting in. It's just we've been crippled too much. So I think Mutaswitch is a good option here. Sair hasn't seen anything. Okay, now he does. He sees that the Spire's about to finish. And he's actually going to kill another Overlord.
We're going to get supply blocked again. Say it ain't so.
Maybe not.
But
he sees the Spire, and that's really all he needs.
Mission accomplished.
Should just build cannons in his main. There it is.
Oh my god.
Right.
Bonyth! How is he so good?
There's Mutas, as expected. And
He's just being annoying.
I think once g0rynich comes in here, sees that the cannon is set up, we have Sairs. We just don't have any hope. Look at how big.
He's got 4 cannons back at home.
Yeah, and he's got 2 Templar out. They're going to have multiple storms pretty soon. Sair is somehow dealing
massive damage.
Like, it's not killed anything, but it's just super annoying. It sees the Mutas now.
Oh no, we lost the Corsair to Mutas. Wow, that's really tragic.
Yeah.
Nobody's worried about that. I mean, he's building more Corsairs back at home, obviously. Cannons, multiple cannons in multiple mineral lines. It just doesn't get much better than this for Bonyth.
Yeah, and behind this, he is going to transition into Hydra. Oh, I think he just canceled Muta. He's going to go into a Hydra, just normal army afterwards. But where do you actually attack Bonyth? There's 4 cannons, 5 cannons if you include, or 6 cannons at the natural.
Jeez Louise. Okay, nice. We're sniping cannons here. I mean, look, that is a great place for me to harass, right? You got no space behind the mineral line. You can just do a really good. Ooh, nice storm, but a even nicer dodge. Mutas are a little bit bruised, but getting plenty of probe kills. It's just not enough.
Yeah, Mutas did a good job to even up the drone count, or even up the probe count, because it's now 37 to 31. Supplies are somewhat close now, 77 to 59. Bonyth is still on 2 base. g0rynich is on 3 base.
You know, I guess I'm kind of underestimating the like exactly how long Bonyth did stay on 1 base.
Yeah, his econ isn't super crazy right now. Remember, he's also only on 2 gates. He's just now putting down his 3rd gate. So it's not like we have a huge gateway flood where we can just pump out a ton of units and just barrel down the nat.
See, that's what I was expecting. I was like, okay, there's a slingshot here that we're supposed to hit as Bonyth, especially if you don't have like a crazy good situation. So I thought we were going to see 3 more gateways go down, but they're not there yet.
Yeah, it seems like Bonyth had a window of opportunity potentially to try and barrel down g0rynich, but it's slowly fading away because we've got Lurker Aspect coming in. He's feeling confident enough to start getting +1 weapon himself. But the army of Bonyth is still very secure. If we look at it, it's like 10 Zealots, a couple Goons, 3 Templars. Now we see the gateway.
There it is.
6, 7 gates in total. Also has enough money in a second to put down a Nexus. But here comes some Scourge, but they ain't going to get anything done once they see these 3 cannons.
Yep. Yeah, Scourge pretty inert at this point. And, I mean, even though the Corsair count is high, did he actually finish +1 weapons? Flying back over the cannon? No, he did not finish +1 weapons. So that was canceled. And Corsair staying safe for now. And, I mean, g0rynich, he's being pushed back, but I think he's okay with that now that he's actually been able to pump a couple of drone cycles.
Yeah, and now g0rynich is stuck with, well, not stuck necessarily with an awkward comp, but he has a lot of Scourge and a lot of Mutas that really, they killed like 5 probes and that's it. But he does have a 4th hatchery or 4th base coming up at bottom left, but it got instantly scouted. And Bonyth, more than likely, he's just going to go and kill it. I don't see how we stop it, but that's a lot of lurkers. If Bonyth delays, there's not going to be any vision. I don't see an observer. Okay, there's one observer in his mind.
Yeah, I mean, still, you snipe that with Scourge, and all of a sudden it becomes a lot harder. He does have quite a few Scourge, so it's not like that's unreasonable.
And he has so many storms. Remember, he casted what, like 2
Oh
storms?
yeah, you're right.
He
He's
has
got like
7 storms right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a very, very scary army. And you got to deal with this with like mutas, you know? If I could say that in a worse accent. So let's see how it looks as the armies clash in the middle of the map. The mutas fly in and right back out again.
This is just so much storm. All he has to do, I think, is just not suicide all his zealots into the lurkers. Well,
okay,
or maybe it doesn't matter. Storm just
even storm on the mutas here. There's just way too much Protoss. The lurkers without a lot to hold on against them. Beautiful storms catching hydras, catching mutas, everything dying here as Bonyth steamrolls through the map over g0rynich and into the natural expansion.
Yeah, this is going to be g0rynich falling. There's just no defense. We don't have any units. It's 6 hydras and a sunken. Meanwhile, it's versus 7-gate Bonyth with a 3rd base coming up, and we still have storms.
How dare he build that 3rd base? Anyway, in the end, GG's come out and Bonyth claims game number 3 to take a lead for the first time in this series, up 2 games to 1.
Yeah, and g0rynich got a little aggro there and got punished.
Yeah.
It was not the game to go for the 9 pool speed because Bonyth just held his ramp forever.
Yeah,
they did nothing.
You know, I actually thought g0rynich was going to be in an okay position once he sort of held on, could finally build units again, you know. Got his 3rd base up, was pumping drones. I was like, but no, Bonyth just had too much time. Pump out a bunch of gateways, the unit count, the storm count, too damn high.
So, it was just the supply blocks that caught him. Actually, g0rynich, remember, he killed all those 9 zealots pretty easily. You remember?
Yeah.
And he caught up in drones and probes. I think it was really just the 2 overlord blocks, and we got blocked for a long time also. Afterwards.
Yeah. I wish I had counted each second we were supply blocked. Nobody would have had a fun time, but we would have done it for science, okay? Because that's a stat nobody wants to know. What a game number 3. Bonyth looks like he is he's shook it off from game 1.
God.
And now looks like he is right back on track. And for g0rynich, that game 1 win was very impressive. But you got to do it 3 more times in order to take this series home. So without further ado, let's get into our next map. It is Crossing Field. Somebody say back naturals? Anything's possible here, Nyokin. So let's get into game number 4 and see which player is going to take a lead, or if g0rynich can even up the series. Let's do it. All right, here we are. On the map, Crossing Fields. In the left-hand side, in the red, playing Protoss from Poland, it's Bonyth.
In the bottom right, in the blue, he's now down 2-1, lost a bit of momentum. It is g0rynich. And so I think we're going to see another 1-base play from Bonyth. This is the map for it.
Oh, it for sure is. Nobody wants to give a Zerg player 3 gases. No. Let's just put it that way. But Protoss players can take back naturals too. Nobody cares.
Did we see somebody go Nexus first on here?
We did.
And then
they died.
Did they die?
Very badly.
Well, here's the in-base pylon. So now the question is it 1 gate or is it 2 gate? We're instantly scouting. And I think this scout is going out so fast because he wants to know, can I 12 Nexus?
Yeah, is this map TT1 or who am I thinking of? True Touch beat Bonyth on. I don't think it is. I think TT1 got wrecked, if I'm not mistaken. But oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Because who is he playing? Was it Avi that proxy hatched him? Somebody proxy hatched him. Oh, g0rynich proxy hatched him. That's right. That's right. Never mind. It's all coming back to me. Also, I'm reading chat, so never mind.
Well, here we go. It is 12 Nexus.
That's right.
He's going to see that it is hatch first. So this is going to be the ideal opener. Now I wonder if he's going to take the front or the back, because now that you see that it's hatch first, I would think that I would want to take. Well, I guess he put the pylon in the main, so I guess you got to take it now at the back. But back feels like a free base whenever I want to take it. So I would have preferred to take the natural, but with the in-base pylon, it's gonna make it a little rough to do that.
I always like it when they take the natural and then, we make our base and then defensive, right? And then you expand to the back natural and you're like, oh, by the way, a bonus base. But
Yeah.
not so.
Yeah, exactly. So g0rynich didn't send a drone out in time to go for something like 3 hatch before pool, so he does just get a standard 12 hatch, normal pool timing. Now this is a 220 gas, and this is a little bit slower than when we saw the Sylphid game, but it is not the 230 standard gas timing from Zerg, so I'm not too sure what this gas timing exactly means, but you can see that g0rynich is not happy about the 12 Nexus.
No, he is definitely not, and as he should be rightfully upset. I mean, look, if there's a map to go for, this is it. Now, I just want to point out, I was right that this is the map that True Touch beat Bonyth on, because he was going for those crazy drops. He just dropped that back natural over and over and over again, never let up the pressure, and Bonyth couldn't handle it. Well, I think it's safe to say that Bonyth may have watched that VOD a couple times. And so hopefully he's figured out a way to hold on against that. And we haven't seen g0rynich go for crazy, crazy drops outside of that first game. But this game is definitely starting out much better for Bonyth than game number 1 did.
Yeah, now Bonyth didn't go for a 2-gate follow-up, so he didn't try and get aggressive on the map. He did just go 1-gate tech. Cybernetics is halfway done. This game, unlike every other game, g0rynich does have a much faster lair. He doesn't have to just straight open 5-hatch Hydra with no lair, so he will probably most likely go into Spire this time, and this is going to be the first time that Bonyth has had to face this. Every single game so far has just been a mass Hydra opener. So what's it going to be? Stargate again, or are we going to have Citadel? Gotta be Stargate. This is the one game it makes
Stargate
the most sense to go for Stargate.
Yeah.
Now,
sure.
We're setting up. We might put down double.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. I was worried. My heart rate was elevated. Okay, but man, I really do want to see a 2-Stargate. When was the last time we saw 2-Stargate? It's been a cool minute.
Yeah, nobody does that unless it's me off racing Protoss. I like to go like fast 3 or 4 gate speed, and then follow up with 2-Stargate, because they obviously go mutas to kill the zealots, and then you show up with like 8 stairs, and it's like, oh, hello.
And goodbye to all of your overlords. So, how did that zealot get there?
Well, it got there, and now, of course, it's killing everything. 2
Jeez
zealots.
Louise.
Oh,
Stop it, Bonyth.
Actually,
Stop
the
it.
zealot at the bottom is pretty low. Goodbye, zealot.
Oh, man, one more hit, it would have survived.
Ooh, the zealot moved out of position for a second. Doesn't matter.
He's still going to get another lane. Oh, no, just barely. So both of those zealots get cleaned out. A little bit annoying, but I guess that's okay trade. Either way, I mean, the worker count's actually remarkably even for this point in the game. And I mean, certainly no drones killed like in, was it game number 2 where you killed that drone early and still lost?
Drone number 2, exactly. Or was it drone number? It was game number 1, I mean.
Oh, it was. Oh, that's right. But he got Proxarino'd.
Yeah, well, we do have what looks like we saw in the second game, because this is going to be fast tempo archive coming in for Bonyth. He's got his gas up at his natural so quickly that it cannot be speed this time. Sair is going to get another kill. It is gonna supply block, well, not supply block, but get pretty close to supply block for g0rynich.
I thought he was going back into the
That'd been crazy.
natural to go for another one. But he knows there's a free one back at home, so just gonna head out and take that one out.
Is the Sair really gonna get another kill? There's 2 Sairs. He's now gonna supply block g0rynich. This is g0rynich. He's not building Overlord. He built mutas.
Oh my god.
But it's only 2.
Yeah, I mean, he does have another Overlord in production, but it's not going to be done for so long. Oh my god. Well, g0rynich and being supply blocked. Name a more iconic duo. It's gonna be a while before he can build anything else. Even these Scourge are not that threatening. Never mind. Oh my god, how did he still get a kill? Oh my god, he's gonna get another one. Scourge are dumb, Scourge are dumb, Scourge are dumb. Oh, look at the micro, look at the control, look at the moves. Bonyth, what was that?
Almost gets another Sair.
I forgot which team I was casting there for a second.
Well, we have fast range coming in for Bonyth. So is this just gonna be mass goon? This is 6-gate goon.
Whoa!
7-gate goon? 8-gate goon?
Lands.
Wait a minute. We have really fast range, but we have DT coming in. We have speed coming in. We don't have storm coming in. So this actually has to be just mass goon zealot, I guess. I don't think I've ever seen this fast of a gateway flood. 737 gate.
I mean,
that's crazy talk.
Certainly, and I mean, keep in mind this is done after losing a Corsair and taking out a bunch of Scourge. So at this point, oh, nice job picking off the Zerglings at the front. Some free kills for that DT. It's coming out, but the back natural. That's what we're worried about, and there's Mutas flying into it right now.
Mutas flying in. It's okay, it's 4 Mutas, missing the magic number of 5, but still, it does get a few kills. Gonna get a kill onto the Sair, and now all of a sudden, we have 1 Sair trying to defend off 4 Mutalisks. It's gonna be very annoying. But now also the Dragoons are most likely gonna get shown.
Yeah, so the Dragoons start popping out here. The Corsair actually almost dies, oh my god. But with the Dragoons out, you're right, they will push the Mutas out, but showing, I think, is the more valuable information here.
Yeah, why do you have this amount of goons already? Shouldn't you have Zealot Templar? Strictly Zealot Templar. So this is a little surprising to g0rynich, I think. And luckily for him, he didn't build mass Mutas. He is just going straight into Hydras. He does have 5 hatch. He does have +1 weapon almost completed for himself. So he's really hitting those upgrades, and that's a disgusting number to see.
Jeez,
13 Hydras being built at the same time.
Yeah, and I love that we already have double sunken at the front. I mean, it's just perfect read on seeing that. Man, these 4 Mutas.
They are doing work.
Yeah,
he's
what?
Gonna get a
he's
Sair.
gonna get another Corsair? What? Okay, I guess 4 is the magic number. Okay. Jeez, that's a lot of damage, a lot of information to get. And so behind that, I mean, g0rynich is just going to be totally solid.
Yeah, and Sairs are not cheap. It's 100 gas. He really wants to use that gas to build more goons or get more storm or something. But instead, he's having to rebuild consistently these Sairs. Now he does have storm about to complete. I'm actually surprised we have any storm because I really thought this was just going to be pure goon, man.
Yeah, well, I guess, especially when you see Muta, I kind of thought that too, especially with all the gateways. But it looks like he is actually just going to go back into Templars. And that's a really good reaction by Bonyth to see this and transition ahead of schedule. So he will have those storms out when he needs them.
Well, if we look at the supplies, g0rynich for the first time is up in supply. He's up 10 supply. He's also up workers, which is crazy. Zerg up workers.
Not built a probe in a minute.
He's cutting a big amount of probes. Remember, there was a game we had, he had 60 probes on 2-base. You remember that? That was the Sylphid game. Now we have 33.
Picking him off. Diving through. Oh, this was Scourge, and I think did they get a Corsair?
I think they got 1 Sair there, so not a bad trade, but he still has his 4 Mutalisks.
Oh, and this high ground with lurkers, or with Hydras on top. So good. Can't stay on it for too long, but for Bonyth to push this far out of the map, he is making himself very vulnerable to a flank coming in. I think we're about to go for it. Building up, biding his time. The lurkers come in from behind on the high ground. Are there enough storms? I don't think so. A huge concave g0rynich smothering, asphyxiating Bonyth's army. But now he's faced with pushing up a high ground. Can he do it? Don't think the answer is yes, but he's got so many Hydras. Oh my god.
But we're about to have storm. There's a big one. There's another big
ones all over. That Zerg army, g0rynich does lose quite a few, but he still has the supply lead.
Yeah, if Bonyth wants to save this army, he needs to start sending some across the map to try and save it.
No reinforcements coming for Bonyth. He holds the high ground for mere seconds. The Zealots will get pushed off. It saves the Archon for a few mere moments. But this is a big loss for Bonyth. I think he's gonna get counter pushed pretty hard here. Okay, he's got 3 more High Templar. I think they're gonna have Storm by the time g0rynich gets there.
Yeah, he is, but g0rynich did a good job to fend it all.
Oh my god. Oh
So
my
many
god.
What do you do when you kill Stairs?
You text switch mutas,
You text
Nyoken.
every single game. Call True Touch, call Ian's are always they text switch. And now this mineral line in the back is going to be ransacked. Why? Because we have everything
I think he's
at
just
the
gonna
net.
snipe the
Oh,
High
is
Templar.
he? I think that this could be a mistake. He's
Oh,
gonna
they're
run
away from the.
Ooh,
Oh, he hasn't
doesn't
seen him
see
yet.
Oh, don't show him.
Oh, he's coming back. He's gonna snipe the High Templar. Kills one. One Storm comes out. Can he snipe another one? The Archon protecting. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Oh, that's a huge hit.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill every single muta. Go into the mineral line on the back.
Oh my god, that was a massive hit. One Archon and one partial Storm, brutalizing what 11 mutas there. We only have 8 left in.
Dude,
4
I'm,
of them
I'm
are.
so with you on that call to just go for the back natural, or even just not showing them. Wait till the Protoss is at halfway out across the map and then just kill all their probes. But
Well,
no, not anymore.
Oh, we've got a DT drop going down to the bottom, but the Overlord, I think, saw the shuttle. Here come those mutas again. But this is one shot from an Archon will kill like 4
Even
mutas
maybe a
immediately.
Storm you don't pull away from
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
it's
gotta-
so scary.
He's got to be so careful. But g0rynich still has even supply with Bonyth, and he's doing a good job to deny the 3rd base. So everything is still okay for him. Meanwhile, g0rynich still has a 4th base. 11 lurkers being morphed, plus 2 weapon is about to finish for g0rynich also.
This is just still looking problematic. I'll put it that way for Bonyth. He still has forgotten how to build probes.
Yeah, he needs to start building more
There's
probes.
11 lurkers on the way, Nyoken.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how many lurkers are on the way. There's no way that Bonyth can plow through any position of g0rynich want those to get up. But I do need to see some more probes from Bonyth. 36 is okay on 2 base, but once we get 3 base, we need at least, I would say, 50 or so. But here he goes. Now, lurkers, surprisingly, are not in this position.
Yeah, this is really.
Oh God, he skirted around the entire army.
Oh look, game 2, g0rynich lost it for not repositioning his lurkers, and it seems like this once again. Okay, he's coming in from behind. They're not burrowed.
He got the
He
observer.
got the observer. No way. I mean, the Storm is not going to kill. Never mind. He's got another one. Okay,
no.
Can we snipe the observer number 2?
Oh!
Oh my God!
What was
the
that?
craziest Storm? He doesn't kill the observer. All the lurkers go down to double Storms. What? Well, there's still a lot of Zerg left back here at home, but there's still more Storms for g0rynich. He's gonna micro back after finishing.
Oh, and the
those off.
DT drop in the main and the Nat.
Oh, he killed all the probes in the main, or all the drones in the main. How many kills did
He's
DT
gonna get the
have?
Nat.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! He's
Drone
not-
versus DT.
Drone versus DT. Who wins?
He's microing it. He's gonna kill the hatch. He's gonna kill the hatch.
Oh, Hydra pops out.
Oh.
Oh, the egg morphs. Never mind. He does not kill that hatchery. He's left on 97 HP, but 13 kills on the DT after he kills every single drone. And now there is a probe lead, Nyoken.
Probe lead for Bonyth.
Probe
He
lead.
secures his 3rd base. He killed off all the Hydras, or most of the Hydras. Killed all the lurkers. Killed almost all of the mutalisks also.
How does he do it?
And he almost actually killed the hatchery at bottom middle. And g0rynich was really on top of it because his queen's nest had just finished. So we were about to go hive Zerg. Now look at him. Everything is delayed. Okay, there's the hive.
I mean,
But
yeah, he's able to pump out another round of about 10 drones, so he's getting right back up into that. But I mean, this gives Bonyth plenty of time. How did he almost lose that Nexus?
yeah, we had mutas attacking
Okay,
the Nexus
okay, never
and
mind.
combined with a few Hydralisks, but he able to save it. Now he's got 40 probes, which is still a bit low, but definitely way better than having 33 or 36.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, Bonyth's just bought so much time to get his 3rd base up and running, his probe count up and running, and killing that many lurkers. Like, I almost want to say, like, Bonyth, like, it's like cheating. It's like he doesn't deserve it, but he does because he's just that good. About the most effective trades you can ask for in the mid game here, equalizing, if not taking
But look
an
at this
advantage.
recovery from g0rynich. How many drones did he lose? He lost like 15 drones. He lost how many lurkers for free? Like 10?
Easily.
He's up 15 supply still.
What do you say?
Just Zerg things.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a lot of hatcheries out. I think he's on 6, 7 hatcheries right now. 6 hatcheries. Never mind.
Another DT drop.
Okay, but the mute is right here. Overlord's in position. They see the DTs. No! More kills for you, Mr. DT, but he did split them. Oh.
Yeah, so he's going to take some losses.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
4.
He didn't lose his back natural, so I think losing six drones there is not bad. But meanwhile, huge counterattack to top middle.
Yeah, nothing there to protect the lurkers. They're going to die for free, really, before this fight even starts. Some good hits going off there, and he does still need to kill those ones at the top, but really more important to protect the entryway into that natural.
Yeah, so this time, g0rynich is set up in a much better position. He didn't funnel into a choke and just get stormed to death. But Bonyth, he's with his 3rd base. He's all of a sudden way back into this game. He needs to start thinking about taking a 4th base because we've got Hive done. We've got Adrenaline coming on. g0rynich has had 4 base for a long time. We saw what he could do on 4 and 5 base on Sylphid. He just had endless amounts of units.
And we're back to even supply here. No more advantage. High Templar with a couple of storms does get sniped before the second one goes off. So only really single-digit storms here. Only 1 left. Single-digit storms. Nice. He does have double storms left or ready to go on that High Templar. But it's the only one.
So back in the main of g0rynich, he's got his upgrades going. +1 armor is about to kick in. Ling's upgrades have started kicking in. He's got +1 weapon on melee there. Meanwhile, Bonyth, what's his upgrades? He's got +3 weapon. He's got armor coming in, but no shields coming in. Again, we've got the robotics support bait coming up, so we're going to be going into Reavers. He's setting up like he wants to take a 4th base at bottom middle.
He's going to... I don't know if you can call this like overextending because Bonyth made a big comeback, but I mean, even though g0rynich lost so many workers, it feels like he's so densely well defended on his side of the map that he's still in a really good position.
Yeah, he's in a great position. And this is what I was waiting for. We've got drops coming in for g0rynich.
Yeah.
This is one of the best maps I've ever seen for drops. So Bonyth, if he's out in the center of the map, Doom drop like what we saw on Sylphid is just going to be ridiculous because we have 1 cannon for defense. This is not a map where you can build up really good sim cities throughout your main, like on certain positions of Gladiator. Look how much surface area there is. You can't deny.
Where do you stop it?
Yeah.
The main, I mean, everybody knows the natural's droppable and it's devastating, but I think there's cannons there, right?
Yeah, there's cannons at the natural, but oh, a drop.
Oh my God, he picks off the shuttle and the High Templar. I mean, he might lose the mutas here, but okay, wow, that's a perfect storm at the end there. All right, drones versus DTs again. But he's going to lose that base back there, so, oh my God, he's...
No,
okay, he morphed it into a lair, never mind.
Lair's going to save the day. Lings do find bottom left, kill off a few cannons, but nothing major. But supplies are still even. We've got Consume coming in, +2 weapon coming in, +2 weapon or +3 weapon for the Hydras, actually. And we do have drops about to finish. But g0rynich, remember, he's been on 4 base for a while. We still don't have a 5th base because he has no map control right now.
I'm just looking for clumps of overlords. There aren't any yet, so the drops aren't coming through. Because we got to, first things first, we got to deal with this very scary Protoss army. And just look at the arc that g0rynich is starting to build. He's got Hydras, or lurkers defending the high ground down below with the Hydras that can still move up and stop that northern passageway. Oh, man. I mean, Bonyth did get a 4th base up, so that's mission accomplished for him.
So even though Bonyth has a decent position right now, my issue is our upgrades. We have no shields. We're going to be facing Lings and Hydras that are either +3 or +2. And we can be dropped so easily. So we're going to have really bad trades unless we can actually get some shields, which is going to take forever for him to get.
I mean, while we're working on shields, Defilers are out, and they have Plague. I believe they have Plague.
Yeah, they have. I don't know if they have Plague.
Okay, yeah, they don't have Plague
yet. Do you need Plague? All you need is Darkstorm. What a spell!
It is certainly very, very good. I mean, hey, Reavers are out though, so even with Darkstorm, that's going to be okay. And yes, you're right. You found the clump of overlords I was looking for. And the lurkers morphing across the map too, so they don't even have to run there.
Yeah, so overlords are setting up potentially at top left. There's only a couple, but I see a few more overlords just spread out. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for a drop. But Bonyth, I don't know what he should do. Look at this huge arc. G0rynich has.
It's absolutely massive.
He can just swamp this army in the middle.
Yeah, we don't even need to think about drops. Double Reavers? Oh no, what if you just get swarmed from every angle? The Arch Nemesis.
There he goes.
Oh, he's on top of the Reavers here too, coming in from every angle. Massive storms there, stopping the frontal assault, but coming in from behind, there's Reavers, or there's Lurkers and Dark Swarm. Lings running under the Dark Swarm, swarming the Dragoons, and now even drones getting in the mix. The Reavers, though, very cost effective as Bonyth pulls back and keeps this push alive.
Yeah, Reaver's actually saving the day here, and they can also push through Darkstorm. They can push up the Lurker field too. So it's imperative that he keeps these these Reavers alive.
Ooh, trying to snipe some of these observers, but actually not targeting them down there at the end. So very, very key. More Lings coming forward. They're actually just kind of getting bled off. Oh, take out that Reaver. He does get it, but last second Scarab does still kill off a bunch of these Lings. But there's a never-ending swarm of Zerg running across the map, taking out really everything Bonyth has. He's going to meet up with some reinforcements on high ground and be able to hold here for now. g0rynich still a 20 supply advantage.
Yeah, and g0rynich has top middle now. Meanwhile, Bonyth, I think, tried to take bottom middle, and it got rejected. So Bonyth is in trouble because main and natural mind out. Third base, well, still good. Fourth base, still good. But g0rynich has gone, well, I was going to say unhindered, but I remember that he lost a lot of drones, yet still Bonyth cannot come back. Sixth base coming up for g0rynich.
Oh my God.
He's got almost +3 Lings. And once +3 Lings, kid, in this game, stuff just actually melts.
Couple of Overlords going down there. We have a drop. I feel like we're overdue. That should just be happening at some point, right?
I feel like we should have a drop too, but I don't see. Ooh, is this going to be it? Ling, Lurker, Defiler setting up on the left side, but only one Overlord there. And it looks like this is going to be defensive Lurkers.
We already have Hive, right? Why is he morphing another one? Is that just for extra HP?
I think, well, he did, and then he canceled it.
Okay, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Anyway.
Here we go. Play.
Darkstorm, play goo! All over everything, coating those zealots in tomato sauce. Now trying to run in and snipe some stuff. It's a bad rally point or something.
This is not...
Oh, he's flanking. Look at the concave. Oh my God, get ready to give yourself a big bad hug. Every single angle covered. Masses of Lurkers from every single conceivable direction. Up, down, sideways, everywhere. Ling is getting on top of the Reavers momentarily before Scarabs pop them all, but I mean the Zerg just starts coming and they don't stop coming. Back on the Reavers, and something about Bonyth running away to complete the lyrics, but it's not looking like Bonyth will be an all-star in this game, Ioken.
Well, the Reavers saved the day again because there were so many Lurkers, so many Lings. I really thought that Bonyth was just going to get crushed right there. It was almost...
It looked like it.
It was like 50% Zealots versus Ling Lurker
The
play.
concave was insane. But now, actually, I think it's time to maybe pack up and run back to defend these bases so the Lurkers unburrow there. And you're right, those Reavers, those are like snow Reavers, man. We're really starting to rack up some kill numbers.
Well, now that Bonyth is starting to get shields, it slowly feels like he's crawling back. The Reavers are dealing so much damage.
A beautiful plague there right on the meaty front of that army, going to weaken up the Reavers there as well. Still no drops coming through, and I really feel like g0rynich is playing the game Bonyth wants him to. Fight straight up into Reavers, and now he's going to pick him off with Lings, gets one, and last second save on that final Reaver. Beautiful storms continue to carpet bomb g0rynich army, and now Bonyth, for the first time in a long time, has a supply advantage.
Yes, a 10 supply lead for Bonyth. g0rynich, I mean, he's got 6 base, so we still love his position. And Bonyth is struggling to get a 5th base.
I mean, he desperately needs one. We're on 6 versus 4.
There's the probe.
That back natural is mined out at this point. Main, mined out. And Bonyth on like 2.5 on. Like 2, and now starting a 3rd mining base coming up. I mean, Bonyth's taking control of this high ground. He still has those 2 Reavers in the shuttle.
Yeah, Bonyth is trading about as well as I think you can possibly trade. I'm just feel like, is there just too much money for g0rynich? But if you look at the resources, it's not like g0rynich has like a 3K bank.
Yeah, you
So
are right.
if we do have another fight like g0rynich just had, I think this base dies in the center of the map.
Yeah, I mean, this is like Joker Zerg. You know what Zerglings have in common?
Oh my gosh, these Storms and Reavers are just huge.
Yeah. But like I said, Zerglings,
But
they're
bottom-
cheap. And they're killing off a Reaver there who just missed it last split second. Or did it get picked up? I'm not sure. Either way, Scourging the shuttle down south still. No fourth base for Bonyth.
Yeah, he got it canceled.
Fifth base.
Yeah, the Reavers also went down in the center of the map, so that's going to keep Bonyth back for now. Meanwhile, sixth base is up and running for g0rynich, and again, we're setting up for a huge arc coming from all angles, from the top, from the bottom, but Bonyth isn't waiting for that. Oh
my God, a massive plague all over Bonyth's army. Lurkers coming in once again from every angle, and from the rear! They came from behind. The Lurkers and Hydras flanking this army. There's a Defiler up there, so we can have another swarm to protect that base even more. Endless storms seemingly, but not endless units, as Bonyth's force finally is overrun in the center of the map, and without a fourth base to run back to, Bonyth might be ready to tap out.
We have a huge supply dip for both players, but Bonyth below 100 supply now. He's really desperate for money. We have to get a fifth base. Third base is about to mine out. g0rynich doesn't care about bases. He's ready. Zealot's coming to top left. No defense, surprisingly.
I mean, look, you got to do whatever it takes. It might not feel like a lot to kill 4 or 5 drones, but if you can get some value trades anywhere, Bonyth's going to take it. But
Yeah.
where is he going to take a base?
Yeah,
That's
but
the big question.
now we're desperate, because if you paid attention there, he's microing the Zealots. And if you're microing 2 Zealots in a 30-minute game,
Something's wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong. So
It's team deathmatch.
we've probably got one more attack maybe from Bonyth, because he's just running out of steam. Meanwhile, g0rynich going strong, 145 supply versus 98. He's got just so many lurkers consistently.
Whew. Yeah, certainly
Oh,
feels like an almost one game here for g0rynich. She's overwhelmed Bonyth time and time again. And even though Bonyth's taken some of the most cost-effective trades we could possibly imagine, they're just not enough. Overwhelming numbers here for g0rynich, as he is now 60 supply ahead and pushing Bonyth back to what is almost his only mining base at the 7 o'clock location.
Yeah, the storms have been amazing on the lurkers all day long, but it just doesn't matter. g0rynich just has too much money. He's transferring drones somewhere to bottom middle, and this is Bonyth's base. So without this base, we're just on a clock. We have to, flat out, we have to win the game with this army, because that's it. We don't have any more resources once this base gets taken.
Well, 2 Reavers in a
God.
dream. Those are some pretty good scarabs. We just
Oh
gotta pick
my-
them up. Oh man, barely saves those Reavers and takes an incredible trade once again. He just killed like 30 Zerglings.
Kills a ton of Zerglings, but traded an Archon for it. Took a lot of damage on the Reavers. I think all g0rynich has to do is make some
Oh,
Hydras, and we're good.
It's like, all right, how to hotkey your entire keyboard into units. Oh, Scourging the shuttle. Beautifully done. And now these Reavers are just sitting Reavers. As
Yep.
opposed to ducks. Oh, they're just gonna go, oh, actually, I thought they were gonna die to those Hydras. They're still alive. Swarm on top of them. Crackling's running on top of them. This base will go down, and I think this is the killing move for g0rynich. On top of the cannons, taking them out one by one. The Archons and High Templars in the middle of the map are done for. And
Nick-
g0rynich is just running over everything.
g0rynich gonna even the series 2-2.
Oh my God. We're going to the distance, Nyokin. GG, Bonyth taps out. And our Russian Zerg player g0rynich, in his first grand finals in BSL, brings it back to a 2-2. Not the first grand finals for g0rynich ever. He was in the grand finals against Firebat Hero at the Italian Esports Open, one of the first remaster tournaments we actually had. While he did get stomped there, he is not going to repeat that performance, tying the series up 2-2. This is an incredible grand finals. You guys are definitely getting your money's worth. So if there's ever a time to become a BSL Patreon, it's now. Get ready. What a game. This is crazy. Who
Yes.
thought g0rynich could go toe-to-toe against Bonyth so
Well,
evenly?
apparently a lot of people did, or at least the Team Liquid editor
Dude.
did. I didn't know that.
Look, I always trust the posters on
Yes,
Team Liquid,
I trust
okay?
the posters on
With
Team
my life.
I pay close attention to the strategy.
That's where I learned Brood Lore.
That's where I learned
from
Brood Lore,
posts
yes.
on Team Liquid. That's why it's a wonderful community resource site. Anyway, all right. Shilling aside, it's time to go into game number 5. You know what that means. It's the 5th game of this. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's on Neo Transistor. So we've got all kinds of things to talk about this game. So let's get into it. Game number 5 of the BSL Season 8 Grand Finals starts right now between Bonyth and g0rynich, tied 2-2. All right, here we go. In the upper right-hand corner of the map Neo Transistor, in the white, playing Zerg from Russia, it's g0rynich.
In the bottom right, we've got the brown Protoss. It is Bonyth. So we saw on Crossing Field 12 Nexus.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Crossing Field is similar to Transistor because it's not, but at least you do have high ground. So we could see another 12 Nexus opener from Bonyth.
Look, I want to see a 2-gate here because
Yeah, I wanna see 2-gate.
with the double ramp between your main and natural, that can be really easy to exploit with a lot of Zerglings. And we've seen Bonyth go 2-gate on this exact map in the round of 16. I forget actually which round it was, but it's an option. Plus, you got to figure out some way to plug that high ground between the double ramps. Why not gateways? That's all I'm trying to say.
Ooh, well, there goes that probe. So it is going to be at least one gate, I think. Could it be a forge? Do we have the F key in our keyboard?
No,
Okay,
we broke
there
it.
Is. There's the gateway. So no forge this time. Probe going out. So still no second gate just yet. But g0rynich is going for hatch first. So funnily enough, it would have been a great 12 Nexus opening again.
Yeah, actually, I mean, it's hard to advise a 12 Nexus in any situation, but as omniscient observers, truly we are equipped with the PhDs to make that prescription. So you can come to us whenever you want. One of those.
This is really only one gate. I am a little
Lock
bit
the add-on.
surprised there's no second gate, no
Yeah.
tech. But first scout for Bonyth going to deny the pool. So annoying.
No fools allowed in this game. Makes it down
There's
south.
the gas.
He's gonna see it too with the drone as it exits.
Yeah, so he knows that it's going to be a somewhat, well, probably a one base build. We don't know how hard he's going to go on the one base. On Quintessence, we were one basing for quite a while.
Quite a while.
So I have to wait and see what this gas actually means. Is it just for Fast Reaver? Is it Citadel? How hard are we going on it?
Where's our Rebos? I've been asking.
Oh,
no, he did it again. How dare you? The monster. Bonyth not fit for normal society.
How does he
They
do
won't
it,
let
man?
this guy ride public transportation.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what a crazy person. How dare he?
Well, I actually don't know how much damage you can actually get done with this Zealot, because unlike all the other maps, where do you put it here? You can't go behind the mineral line. He's just gonna try and get as much done in the actual front side of the minerals. And so far, even though he hasn't killed anything, a full drone pull, that's huge.
He's gonna get another drone. Oh my
He
god, that
wants
drone has almost no HP in the mineral line. He's gonna dive again for it, I think, because yeah, you're right. There's nowhere to put the Zealot. You probably just dive for a drone kill. Oh, he's gonna snipe it with the probe. Probe.
We aren't mining for like 45 seconds just because drones are just drilling back and forth. So this Zealot was way worth its weight in gold.
It's hard to think about. Oh, he's still gonna get it. He's still gonna get it.
Oh.
No. Okay, he couldn't find the low health one. That drill was actually really good. But you're right, no mining. So really, a lot of a wasted econ there. And Bonyth's gonna expo behind this.
Yeah, and in the main, we do have the Stargate. I don't see a probe set up
Okay,
like
yeah.
it wants to take a Nexus.
Is that what that guy is for?
There he
I
goes.
think he is.
Build the scout. Oh,
I wanted it. I was thinking maybe in the last game we were gonna have one of those DeWalt-esque Scout Reaver games in like game 2, I think it was. But no hopes for Scouts alive.
Scout would have been amazing here because there's no hydrogen, there's no evolution chamber, there's no anything.
Excellent. As much as I want to be that agent of chaos, unfortunately, no Scouts allowed in this series.
Well, g0rynich's econ is really damaged, and we can see it reflected in the fact that he has no third hatch. He's on 2-hatch lair.
Do we think this is a Terran's?
This is a ZVT build.
Yeah, you're right. Well, hey, if it's good enough for ZVT, I don't know, dude. Oh, we canceled. We're not worried
He
anymore.
thought he was going to get timing attacked.
Yeah, but we're not.
Instead, he's not worried. But he has no idea. Oh, God. We got supply blocked again. Sarah found a kill. And we don't have... Okay, we do have 3 Overlords in production. This time, we will be able to build units.
Yeah. Well, while yes, technically that answer is true, with no Hydroden, what will we be killing the Corsairs with?
Well, we've got the Spire, 80% ton. Oh, he cancels an Overlord because he knows it's about to pop and just die.
That's the
best sound.
It is, yeah. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, speaking of dead Overlords, what are we doing here? Are we building units?
Well, Bonyth is just moving across the map. It's 4 Zealots versus... We don't have any units.
Does this game end here?
Does it just end?
I mean, in theory, a Mutalisk will spawn.
We don't have anything.
I'm not sure
Another
when
drone pull.
Do these drones
Oh my
actually...
God.
Are they worries? No.
He can kill this.
Wouldn't.
There's not enough Mutalisks
You
to actually
wouldn't.
deal any damage.
Oh, there's Scourge. Where are my
cares?
mutas at?
Who cares? Fires. What do we actually do now? We have no tech. We
Look,
have no
this
hydrogen.
one Mutalisk is going to work, okay?
The drone's still
He's
on.
clocking in for an 8-hour shift.
Yeah, they're gonna clean it up. But drones weren't mining the entire time. We lost all our tech. We don't have hydrogen. We don't have third hatch. We don't have evolution chamber. We have Protoss on the other side of the map getting +1 weapon on Sares. And now with no anti-air, we just kill Overlords at will.
What about the mutas to defend them?
What mutas? There's 3.
Yeah, versus +1 Corsairs. Well, they're not +1 yet, but...
Not yet, but soon to be.
Well, I'll get you, Corsairs.
Oh my gosh. Actually, the mutas are going to deny this cannon. And 4 Sares don't want to fight this.
I mean...
Well, he's going to fight now. Drawing the Scourge into the cannons.
Wait, what?
Well, he does force Bonyth to pull back, but he is in deep trouble. Hydrogen going up. Third hatch still isn't done. And at our natural, we have only 3 drones mining. We only have 15 drones total.
Huh. I mean, look, g0rynich is going to try to right the ship on this one and make it through these the doldrums of his build, but for sure he is not feeling it. And look, credit where credit is due. Game 1, monstrous victory by g0rynich. Game 4, able to bring it back. Holy cow. But when he's not able to stabilize in the early game here, when Bonyth is able to put on this pressure with the one base openers, it just feels like g0rynich can't stabilize, losing so many Overlords, supply block for so long, and I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, and now that he's lost his Spire, the Sares are just ridiculous.
34 out of 27.
He's got 6 Sares now. He's supply blocked again. It's just the story of the day. Getting supply blocked non-stop. 32 probes to 20 drones. It would be different if we had 5 hatches, but we only have 3.
Supply blocked again. 31 out of 27.
Oh my god, Mutas just disappeared from the map. He does kill 1 Sare, but 1 Sare, I mean, we just instantly rebuild it. It's Templar Archive coming in, robotics coming in. Everything looks kind of similar to what we saw on Crossing Field with the Masked Goon. Well, I take that back because I don't see range coming in. But regardless, Bonyth, he can do whatever he wants. I'm surprised he actually doesn't take a third base because he's just constantly supply blocked him. And if you're blocked, you can't build units. So taking a third base would make sense. But maybe he just wants to kill him if he just supply blocks.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen what this looks like in this series. When g0rynich cannot build units, he struggles. Put it that way. I mean, Bonyth almost supply blocked, right? 65 out of 66, right? He's got a pylon about to finish. But the idea is that Bonyth is in a good spot this game, but he does still need that third base up, and he's got to find a place to get it. There's already Lings waiting at that 6, so it's not going to be there.
We have a shuttle coming out, DT's coming out, so it looks like we're gonna have another DT drop. I only see one DT so far. No more being produced. And it's most likely gonna go to the Nat while he attacks the front, draw the attention to the front while the DT gets into the natural. Sayers are still trying to find Overlord kills, being just so annoying. Also, the Sayers push the Overlords away from the Nat.
Yeah. Oh, they're running through. They're trying to snipe this cannon. They're going to get it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but
no way he kills the Zealot, too.
He kills the cannon, but the cannon doesn't matter. It would be different if we ran through Lurkers and Lings at the same time. But now we just have Zealots attacking top. These are going to be shut down. Now, how much damage can the DT get done? It's unloaded at the natural. No Overlord in sight. There it goes.
Oh, my God.
And he supply block.
1, 2. Oh, nice pull, but he still loses 3, 4 drones. Pretty much mission accomplished there for that DT, shutting down like half the mining for g0rynich, just crushing 19 drones.
19 drones to 42 probes. 43 supply in total for g0rynich. That's how many workers we have.
Hey, we're not supply blocked though. But 43 out of 43.
But g0rynich has a decent sized army for his supply. He's moving across with a decent amount of Hydras.
Look, Bonyth has as many workers as g0rynich has
cannons.
Supply total.
There's no cannons. There's no storm. I don't think there's any storm. Storm's halfway done.
I mean,
this is his best chance to get back into the game.
You know, you are not wrong. Many true statements are being said by Nyoken at this point.
Sayers still doing work. Only 3 left though. But this is the angle. Look at
he sniped the High Templar.
Oh, he got. Oh.
Okay, I thought he did, but
no, he didn't get it.
Never mind. It just took the shields off. Anyway, he's on the high ground. Storm's still not done. He kills off the gateway even through mischance, trying to get to that high ground. And he sniped the Observer. Doesn't have an Overlord with him. Yeah, trying to get up there, but I think that was maybe a little bit too far in range of that cannon. Now mischance just really kind of screwing him over there. So no way to break onto the high ground. A massive number of Zealots on top means that g0rynich is stifled again.
Yes, Sayers so close to going down, and g0rynich really needs to get rid of these Sayers. They're just killing way too many Overlords. But Bonyth, he was able to hold, and he is building a lot of defense. So actually g0rynich with that move is forcing out a lot of resources to be spent by Bonyth that he doesn't necessarily need. We don't need 4 cannons on this ledge. So that is delaying the third base from Bonyth for quite a while. And Transistor, even though, well, actually I'm looking at the layout of the natural, there's a lot of places to build gateways. I thought we were kind of stuck on a low gateway count, but here come 5 and 6 and probably 7 and 8 pretty soon. Upgrades are +1 for Bonyth, almost +2. Meanwhile, g0rynich doesn't have an evolution chamber just yet, so no upgrades for him. He's going to be fighting at a huge deficit without those upgrades. And
yeah, I mean, it's easy to look at this game and think that, you know, g0rynich is pretty okay, but there's like some systemic issues. One is the upgrade disadvantage. The other one is a tech deficit. He's rebuilding his Spire right now, but it's late.
Yeah, he also doesn't have Hive.
Ooh, catching those Hydras as they try to run away, getting some freebies. But you're right, yeah, no Hive anywhere in sight. And while we didn't have Storm for that last push, we got it now. And we also have double his supply. So
yeah, and we have a tech switch coming in for the Mutas. He did kill off, I think, almost all of the Sayers. So Muta switch is going to be very nice. He's got a lot of Sunkens going up, a good Sim City. So if he fins off this attack and picks off the Hydra, or picks off the Templars, then he actually does have a chance to come back into this game, I guess.
Really good storm dodge there in the arc and concave, which is, you know, the same thing. But Sunken, SimCity, I mean, Gornich is holding on for now, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
6 Mutalisks out. I think we 2-shot Templars with this. Let me take a look. Yeah, okay, we've got 7 Mutalisks out. That means we've got 63 damage. So we're still 2-shotting. We need to have, I guess, 9 Mutalisks to one-shot these Templar Archive, or Templars. Here we go. Bonyth's gonna try and force his way up, but I don't know if this is a mistake or not.
All right, 1, 2 High Templar taken down, 3 High Templar taken down before any storms. He takes out all the High Templar. Massively well done there, but still got to stay alive on the high ground. Hydra's fighting at a disadvantage on the low, but still able to take that one out. The Muta is doing massive damage. What a tech switch from Gornich to hold on here, but oh man, so much damage being done.
Yeah, Muta's actually saving the game there, killing off all the Templars before any storm goes off. Zealots force a drone pull at both the main and the natural, but G0rynich isn't dead. But the problem is that Bonyth has killer econ. He's on 3 base now. He's got 8 gate. He's got his upgrades coming in. Still no upgrades for G0rynich at all.
That was absolutely huge by G0rynich. He still manages to hang on, but you're right. No upgrades, no additional econ. Where's my 4th base? It's not coming up anytime soon. He's got to rebuild all of his drones because he lost like 10 of them. Oh, it's still just such a difficult spot for our Russian Zerg players. He's going to try to come in here. These are +1 Corsairs, but they're still very weakened, so they do go down. I mean, G0rynich is hanging on and doing a great job fighting at a disadvantage, but he is still at a disadvantage.
Yeah, so we'll see where Bonyth wants to go with this army. He doesn't have really good way to deal with the Mutalisks. He's got 10 goons, some Templars, but he only has 1 Sair, and really the counter of the Mutas are the Sairs. Look how much damage these Mutas are doing. They shouldn't be dealing any damage. Remember, these Sairs have +1 weapon.
Yeah, I never thought we were even going to see Mutas again, but that tech switch came in at the 11th hour is what we're calling it.
He's killing off all the Sairs too.
Oh my god, and that even makes more Mutas. Oh wow, no justice, 2 HP. That even makes more Mutas almost more viable. Lots of Sunkens down here. They're weakened, battered, bruised, but still there. Hydra's not actually able to get into the concave that they need, and we're busting down again.
Yeah, it looks like Bonyth is just barely not going to be able to get through, but now we have isolated hatcheries on the left side. But our Hydra's going to save it. It looks like he might just barely have a perfect storm.
Well, Mutas run right into it. So that one deals a ton of damage, but it's only goons left versus Hydras. They do have a high ground, but it looks like reinforcements, the defender's advantage, coming in clutch for G0rynich once again, hanging on, but no upgrades or additional bases.
And no upgrades is the big thing here, because we're about to have +3 for Protoss.
Jeez,
and then
how is he fighting at this much of a deficit?
I have no idea. I think Bonyth is just trying to end the game and getting a little stubborn here. He's got double forge. We could have armor and shields coming in at the same time, but we don't just yet. We do need to start getting some type of upgrades from G0rynich, because once armor kicks in, okay, there we go, evolution chamber. We must at least match the armor upgrades from Bonyth, and armor has now just started. 4th base is going up for Bonyth. No 4th base for G0rynich just yet. No Queen's Nest. Feels like it's just a matter of time. I'm actually surprised that Bonyth doesn't take mid-left, because with no map presence from G0rynich, how do you ever deny it? It's a 3-player map. Just go take it. He can't stop you. Regardless,
plenty of Hydras hemorrhaging in the middle of the map. Like,
we lost so many Hydras there for free. It's 120 to 75. G0rynich has had an amazing comeback, but now that armor upgrades are coming in, now that we have a 4th base coming in that's no way going to be denied ever, I think it's just a matter of time. Wait for another big power spike from Bonyth, whether that's making a few more Templars, making a few more Archons, and then go for round 2 or 3 to top middle. I would also like to see another DT drop.
The DT drops did a lot of I mean, he was able to save his back natural against one that almost killed it, but it was a game 2 where he lost the entire main mineral line to a DT, and Yeah, it really seems to be doing quite a lot. Waiting for that Reaver tech switch too. That's been something that Bonyth has been doing quite a bit to great success. But usually that's like the value trade to get back into the game, and here he's just massively ahead. Oh,
Yeah, we've got 7 gate, 8, 9 gate. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. So a few more gates to come in. 10 gate now. But here comes Bonyth again. But there's lurkers and sunkens here. Feels like obviously we want to kill this, but
oh, look at those storms. Jeez Louise. Using the SimCity against him. Just Hydras disappearing right and left. And even though Lings are respawning, storms on top of them when they come back. We're out of storms at this point, but also almost out of units. And g0rynich is building Lings because he's desperate to hang on here. A last-second storm kills off the remaining Lings, and man, Bonyth is just pushing forward so far. Okay, finally lurkers come through.
Block.
And actually, this might be a big deal.
Oh.
g0rynich, while supply block, is going to use the supply he does have to kill, I think, everything Bonyth does.
Yeah, but still, we're doubling supply.
Ooh,
we still
right.
have 4 base. Bonyth, I love the micro to focus down a few of those lurkers right there, but just how is g0rynich doing it? How does he actually survive? He does now have Ling and armor upgrades coming in. He does have Hive started, but armor and shields are going to be done for Bonyth. Another huge army moving across the map. It's 131 to 64. We're actually more than double at this point. And now he's got his eyes set on top or at the main. And remember, if we think back to Gladiator, g0rynich able to defend one of the positions, but then he has to reposition very quickly to defend the secondary position, and that's where he actually got busted.
Yeah.
5th base going up for Bonyth on mid
Fifth
left.
base. This is starting to get a little disgusting. It's so impressive to me how hard g0rynich is fighting, but I mean, none of that matters if he's not able to get this base up again.
Off center patch at mid left.
Oh, is it? Oh my God, you're right.
But he does have a 4th base going up at top left, so if you can get that up and running, he's gonna be in an okay position. Here we go again. So many lurkers, so many Lings and Sunkens.
A nice concave of Hydras. I mean, I think this is about the most unassailable position he could possibly be in.
This is, out of all the games, this is the one game where I wish Bonyth had made the Reaver. Because if we had a Reaver here, how do we actually fight it? Ling Lurker? No.
Yeah, no way.
We just sit there on hold position with Goon Reaver, Storm.
I mean, he is going for that.
There we go. There's the Reaver, right as I say it.
I cancel on the base. There's still another one, but double expand was optimistic, to put it lightly. Also, it being off position meant that it was scouted there, so.
Yeah. So we do have Hive done. Adrenaline's halfway done. We've got Reavers coming out, speed coming in for the shuttles. We're going to see massive harassment pretty soon. We're double in supply. It's just
a matter of
when
time.
does Bonyth want to end it? He's got so much. It's 3 base to 5 base.
Yeah, Bonyth is definitely the big boss man here. He is way in charge, and I mean, g0rynich is going to try to take another base, and Bonyth's just going to really abuse him for trying to do that.
Yeah, it's so far along now that Bonyth doesn't have to attack anymore. At any of the bases, I mean. He can just wait for you to expand and then just go kill it.
Yeah.
And you're going to mine out. That's just a fact of life in this game.
I mean, trying to take a base now on the other side at the 2 o'clock, 2:30 location. g0rynich, as soon as Bonyth sees it, he's like, wait a second. I'm trying to expand there.
Yeah. So
immediate cancel. He knows it's coming.
That's a cancel. So this base is denied. And we are desperate now. Like, g0rynich has decent upgrades. He's got 1-1, but we need a bigger arm. We need better upgrades. We need consume, which is coming in. We need defilers. We need more than just Lings. Mid left is going to get found by Xur. And once he sees that it's fortified by this many cannons
and storm and actual units, oh, by the way, no way to counterattack that. Where do you take a base? Where are you going?
Where do you actually take a base? There's just nowhere for him to take. He can take top left, but like I said, Bonyth can just go kill it immediately.
Nice lurker block on the ramp to stop the Zealots from running up, but it's just a Pyrrhic victory at this point. No way to hold that. He's finally able to sort of find some purchase as the entirety of Bonyth's army is across the map, but as soon as he just swings that around to bear
there we go.
The 4th It's time.
Reaver just got loaded up. So now it is finally time. And there's actually no counter to this Reaver. Ling Lurker trying to move up this ramp.
I gets it down. I mean, that's as good as you could really ask for. Some good spikes taking that out. But as soon as these Reavers drop out of the shuttle, it's almost GG. Like, what are you going to do?
Okay, here we go. This base is going to be denied. There's just flat out too much Protoss. They're too heavily upgraded. 2-2-3 upgrades.
Jeez,
Battery
Louise.
gets instantly canceled.
Yeah, no way.
And like I said, we just need to just deny bases. We don't have to attack. So I
Yeah.
hope Bonyth just turns around. That's exactly what he's doing. Just go to the right side, deny this base. That's inevitably
You're just
gonna
swatting them
come.
down. This is whack-a-mole with bases. As soon as
He
they
found the hatchery. Mid left. He should just go there and kill it now.
Yeah.
Well, he can just use his reavers.
Oh yeah. I mean, look,
There he
it's a
goes.
miracle that g0rynich has been able to hang on as long as he has in this game. But Bonyth has just been taking incremental advantages little by little, and now he's in an incredible lead, 80 supply advantage. And Scourge do find the Corsair, but look, like you said about microing Zealots, if that's what you're microing at this stage of the game, there's bigger problems. So it's trying to kill a base with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cannons. That ain't it. And now finally the might of the Protoss fist is about to be pummeling this upper left-hand base, or this 12 o'clock base. This has been the real bastion of g0rynich's defense, but I don't think it's gonna hold this time.
No, too much Protoss this time. So Bonyth is going to take a 3-2 lead, assuming he can finally plow through these Sunkens. But
Assuming.
with the Reaver,
Nothing's
gotta
gonna
be
stand
able
in his
to.
way.
Yeah, there's nothing
this
to
is great.
actually stop him.
Yeah, storms on all the Lings coming through. The Reavers don't even need to fight. He's just letting the rest of the units do the work. It's only Lings hemorrhaging on in little bit by little, and g0rynich is gonna have to tap out once again. Man, he is really holding on here. This is an incredibly defensive position.
Oh, God.
He's got no money. All right, there it is. GG. g0rynich taps out. Bonyth takes the win in game number 5 to put him on match point, up 3-2.
Yeah.
This series, man.
This is crazy. How did g0rynich survive that long?
I don't understand. He had no upgrades. He had no money.
He had nothing. He had 2 hatch, no spire. You
Well, that's
remember
right.
that?
He lost the spire to
He had
Zealots.
actually nothing.
I mean, Bonyth was a little bit shaky there in the mid game. The Mutatech switch really hit him hard. He got all of his High Templar sniped without casting a single storm, and that was a big sort of breath of fresh air. But even if you kill off that army, g0rynich didn't expand behind that. So with no more money coming in, I think it was a little bit easy for Bonyth to sort of wax on, wax off there at the end. So, I mean, my mind's kind of blown at this point. We've been casting for 4 hours now, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, almost. And what a roller coaster ride it has been. I think I sent our wonderful producer behind the scenes some messages desperately asking for a chance to water. So we're going to take a quick break here while we wait for the anticipation of what could be the end of this grand finals, as we are now on match point. Bonyth up 3-2. So don't go anywhere. The exciting conclusion of BSL Season 8 continues right after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the BSL Season 8. Nyokin hogging the microphone as normal. We took a much-needed break, but we're rested, we're refreshed, and we're ready to go for game number 6. What could be the deciding game, Nyokin, over the course of this saga of the grand finals. What do you think you've seen? Do you think Bonyth can keep it going? Is g0rynich always going to bring it back?
I don't know at this point, because g0rynich, when he's hitting his macro, he's just macroing so well. And then the fact that Bonyth couldn't kill him gives me hope that g0rynich is actually going to win this game and turn it around and maybe potentially win the last 2. So I don't know, really. Like, I'm honestly surprised at how even this is. Like, it's crazy how even it is. The shortest game has been 14 minutes. The other games, what? It was like 25 average.
Yeah, you're right. The sickest stat that I found is that Bonyth has been in the grand finals of the Bombastic Star League 3 times. And every time he has lost in the finals to a Zerg player. Twice to True Touch in BSL1 and BSL6, and then once to Eon Zerg in BSL5. So when it comes to Bonyth and BSL Grand Finals, he does not have a good track record. But keep in mind, we're rewinding a lot to come up with a stat that sounds nice and happy. This Bonyth is no joke. He is new and improved and is not settling for anything less than a victory. He's on match point here. And I think g0rynich, like I said, had nothing to lose coming into the series. He is really, I think, overperforming compared to what we've seen him do in previous seasons. And so he's stronger than ever in a position that Bonyth has never been able to overcome. So without too much talk craft in the way, it's an epic setup for what could be our final game of the night. So let's get into it. It's Clay Fields for game number 6 of the BSL Season 8 Grand Finals. All right, here we go. In the upper right-hand corner, in the white, playing Zerg from Russia, it's g0rynich.
In the bottom right, we've got the red Protoss. He's 1 game away from his first BSL. It is Bonyth. Yeah, so unrelated to the game, you recently had a birthday.
Oh, I did. Why, thank you.
And you
noticing.
showed me a book that you have.
That's true.
A cooking book.
That's
so
right.
What are you doing with that?
What am I doing? Okay, so Artosis's wife was nice enough to get me the baking Bible for my birthday. I haven't put it to use quite yet, but we're going to. We're gonna be making some ganache. Okay.
Yes. For what?
For macaroons.
Which we just tasted right now.
That's right. Okay, so look, there's a behind the scenes of BSL. While the games were being cast, I had macaroons in the oven. And look, we were trying to impress Nyokin, my co-caster.
They were pretty good.
Let's just say it was a trial run. Okay, we got a 5 out of 10, which I think was a little kind on Nyokin's part. Yeah, there's room for improvement. We're gonna call it that. Just like there is room for improvement in g0rynich and some of his openings. What do we got going on, Nyokin?
So it looks like we've got Overpool here.
Smoothest segue of world.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes. And then we've got Gateway Opener from Bonyth. Like I said, the F key's been removed from the keyboard.
I'm scared already. How do we defend a Gateway Opener, Nyokin? It makes zealots.
Yeah. I mean, g0rynich has had a few games where he has stopped it easily. Like the Quintessence map. He did stop it, but remember we were on 1 hack.
Yeah. Look, that game was still not a great one for us. But
well, we'll have to see what g0rynich wants to do.
Where is he scouting?
He saw it and he turned back around.
Okay.
Now he is putting down his hatchery. We do have the gas coming in again, another 210 gas. We saw this on Sylphid, and that's the game that g0rynich won. And remember, g0rynich also lost a drone that game. So if he doesn't lose a drone this game, then he'll be in a better position than it was that game.
We really figured out the formula for g0rynich winning games. Now all he's got to do
Remember-
is lose a drone. He's right on
Yeah,
track.
remember last game he just lost a drone and drew out a 5-minute game to 25 minutes basically.
Yeah. Anything is possible. I also want to say on this map, more so than our last one, I think the third base comes a little bit easier, especially with that high ground in between the natural and the third base to help defend it.
What's this? We got zealots just moving across and Lings don't care.
Wait, what? Yeah, they were running on by. I
Well-
think he just didn't react in time. I mean, obviously, if you get on top of that, that's pretty good. But obviously, you would lose quite a bit behind that.
Oh no.
Oh no, they're on the ramp. Well, I mean, they're moving past it. We got drones to kill here. So lots of lost mining time in our future. Can we take out the zealots? Plural. Oh my
He
god.
caught one.
How did he get that? I don't even know, but he's gonna catch them before they get to the ramp. Hold position on it. Oh, how do they get out of there? It's insane. And a third zealot joining the crew. Can he take out the one health zealot at the top? No, the control's insane. Bonyth, how does he do it? He can't keep getting away with it.
I just don't get it. They just don't die. So 3 zealots, now only 2 left with the probe. Okay, they're all dead.
Okay, never mind.
Thank you.
I feel like we went forward when we should have gone backwards, put our foot on the gas instead of the brake, and we lost everything. But
But it's still okay because he forced out a lot of Lings.
mission accomplished. You're right, and I think maybe even over making Lings. Now, as a Zerg player, you can plan a rubber band move where you pull back and defend, and then you slingshot across the map and try to
Ooh.
bust in. And if we can get through here, that would be massive. The cannon, not yet. Then we slipped through. We're on top of the cannons behind it. We're surrounding them with Zerglings and more Zerglings on the way. We're running past into the main. We got 8 Lings in there, 7.
He's got to get into the probe line though. But 2
Still
more
no cannons,
Lings.
still no cannons.
Oh, no cannon. 1 zealot at the natural. Going to try and defend.
Oh, we're killing
Oh,
probes.
we're killing probes.
All right. This is still a lot of damage. There's zealots here. Oh, are we canceling cannons?
No cannon has been canceled just yet. But
Oh,
these Lings are very weak.
spoke too soon. There's 1 cannon canceled. We're looking for another one. Cannon number 2 is out of there.
Yeah, but he just doesn't have a lot of Lings coming. He does.
We
but
don't
they're
have a lot
not-
of cannons
they're
coming
not
either.
Yeah, but the,
Cocaster and
but the
Iokas.
zealots are able to clean up these Lings, except
Yeah.
for just 1 that got into the main so far.
I better see some drones on the production tab. We were still killing probes, so look, it's hard to find a bad thing to say about that. Still got Lings in the main, also a good thing. But there's no drones on the production tab. Oh my god, we're getting 1, we're getting 2, we're getting 3, 4. Probes are good. We're still only 9 to 14, so oh my god, there's more Lings coming in. Surprise. But I think it's about time for drones.
Yeah, like we're killing cannons nonstop, we're killing probes, but actually it's not bad because he still has 3 hatchery.
Yeah.
Even though he only has 9 drones, he can start pumping out drones very quickly. But yeah, now that the wall has been sealed, this wasn't. Oh no, we built so many more drones, or so many more Lings. He's got like 8 more Lings being built. So those could have all been drones. So our econ's really hurting now, especially now that the Nexus or the Nat Nexus is also up.
I mean, there are finally 2 drones on the way, so golf clap for that. But I mean, how do you bust through this?
Yeah, the problem now is that there's 6 zealots though.
Yeah, and those aren't always staying in the wall,
Yeah,
by the
they're
way.
not.
Those are coming for you.
Yeah, they will come for you.
Oh my god.
So g0rynich again on a very low drone count, probably going to play similar to what we saw on Sylvan with 5 hatch Hydra, no lair. Not going to see what we saw on Transistor. Meanwhile, Bonyth, he's trying to recover his econ. He just now starts the cybernetics. Now the Overlord does see it, so he sees exactly what Bonyth is doing. He sees that there's no Starcade, no Citadel just yet. Here come those zealots though with 7. We've already seen what he can do with slow zealots.
Yeah, and we did make drones somewhat tragically, but they also making Lings back at home. I think this is actually plenty.
Yeah,
to
I think
hold on
he has
here.
enough. And
Splitting them.
Bonyth underestimated how many Lings have actually been built. So I think
Oh.
he's actually going to lose everything.
Yeah, he's gonna get sandwiched here, running the second group in maybe a little late, but he's gonna get it. Yeah, beautiful surround here on these zealots. Now, Bonyth micro, so let's not count this out just yet. But yeah, it's gonna be a big win for g0rynich.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed. Eliminates all of the zealots, and there's only 1 gate, so he cannot replenish it. Meanwhile, g0rynich has 4 hatcheries. We just see 5 drones being made.
Yeah.
We've gone from 9 drones all the way up to 18, closing the gap pretty fast.
Man, Notice how I said don't count g0rynich out just yet, or Bonyth out just yet, and then counted him out just yet. Don't take your own advice, guys. That's 4 hatcheries, you're right. That's a lot of drones coming out. While we were down for the majority of this game, there's nothing but the D key being pressed on the other side here. So definitely catching back up. He does have those 3 bases that are oh so crucial. Now heading back out across the map with a bunch of lings. And I mean, that's a lot of zealots to lose here. Bonyth's going to be home for a while.
And he's about to have more drones than probes now. It's going to be 29 to 28. So actually, g0rynich recovering amazing. And this is a Citadel with fast gas. So this is going to be another DT opener. So it's going to be very low zealot count for a long time. That's just going to allow g0rynich to power even harder. +1 is kicking in, but not a crucial upgrade unless you're going to go attack with it. There's the Templar Archive. Lair coming in. No 5th hatch. I guess that's the only difference between the Sylphid game, but so far everything looks great for g0rynich.
Man, at some point, g0rynich is gonna have to let Jaedong like stand up and take a break and sit back down at the keyboard. Like, you know, he's just playing so incredibly well. I'm actually really surprised. I was prescribing him, more drones there for a while, but actually the like semi all-in number of Zerglings that he made there, they didn't get 0 damage done, which is my double negative way of saying that he seems to have done enough to have stabilized behind this and maybe be like moderately ahead.
I think for sure he's got 35 drones versus 38 probes. He's got 3 hatch. He's got Lair coming in. He's got 5th hatch coming in. He's got
double evos.
Yeah, evolution chamber coming in. So everything looks great for him. Meanwhile, Bonyth is putting down 5 gates. He's got Storm coming. DT is almost done. The 3rd base is the only spot right now that Bonyth can deal damage. But an Overlord's popping there. Uh-oh, DT.
Uh-oh. Do we notice? Nope.
No reaction
5,
at all. So he's going to get like
6,
10 lean kills.
7, 8. Okay, there we go. Only 8.
Only 8.
Beautiful unit.
Well, more Zealots, more Templar coming out. He's going to be banking that energy that we've been seeing a lot these days. That Snow really innovated a couple KSLs and ASLs ago. Just bank that energy on 6 Templar and get tons of Storm. But g0rynich, he just has so many Hydras already. And he's been dodging Storms great all day. That I am getting a bit worried for Bonyth.
Is it a drone bottom left? No, it's Overlord. Okay, should have been able to tell that. But anyway, I think at this point, he's so solid. He probably has enough to start either getting across the map or certainly defending another expo if he wants to take like upper right. I mean, if you take or upper left, that's what I meant to say. If you take upper left, how does Bonyth ever get up there?
Yeah, I don't think he really can get up there for quite a while. But we do have Bonyth going into Fast Kydarian Amulet. Again, he's just really prioritizing the power of these Templars, which is smart. But there's so many Hydras out right now. He's got speed. He wants to bust down this entrance. If he can pick off that forge. Oh, okay.
Oh,
that was a good storm.
Yeah. Saved a few of the Hydras, but they're not going to last very long.
Yeah, but Bonyth, I think he's got an army that can withstand the Hydra attack right now. So g0rynich is going to turn around.
Is this enough for Bonyth, you think, to expo behind him?
I think it's enough to expand.
He's got a bunch of storms.
Well, we also see what g0rynich has, but he doesn't know. So
yeah,
I think this is smart to just put down a couple more gates. We're at 7 now. We got range coming in. We've got an observer coming in.
Yeah. And Corsair flying over is going to get the full scout of the main and natural. So that's probably going to make him feel a lot better. Seeing exactly what's out there. No like hive rush or anything super crazy like that on the way.
Yeah, but lurkers are halfway done. +1 weapon for the Hydras are about to finish, but +2 weapon is halfway done for the Protoss player. And now that the Hydras haven't really done any damage, Bonyth is going to be able to get up his 3rd base pretty easily. Oh, caught a Templar. Or did we?
I mean, yeah, I think that's a successful catch. Look, it's a little bit of an anti-timing with that Hydra upgrade not done yet. So he's going to go, but like I said, it's just seconds too fast. Some pretty good storms here from Bonyth, just trying to bleed these out little bit by little. And finally, that +2 ranged weapons upgrade is about to finish, or +1.
Well, just saw 2 DTs get made.
Uh-oh.
That can only mean one thing.
That can only mean one thing.
Okay, it could mean 2 things, because I thought we were going to have a DT drop. But instead, we've got Maelstrom coming in.
I mean, look, either way, we're getting some value out of those guys. I actually would have liked to see the double DT drop, like you mentioned, just because he got so much value out of it basically all series long. But it is going to be that Maelstrom, and I think that signals that Bonyth wants to go for maybe even a little bit of a longer game. Although he is pretty far out there on the map.
Well, I like that a lot, because something we've seen consistently in all the g0rynich games is that our Hive, we've been staying on Lair for a long time.
You're
so
right.
If you combo Storm, Maelstrom with highly upgraded Protoss units, like, you're just going to decimate in a Lair-based army.
Lurkers unburrowed there for quite a bit. Storm's coming out, and actually not that bad, but they're not hitting Hydras, so the Hydra count is still very, very high.
Man.
Not fighting on that high ground, but waiting for the Zealots to come off of it. We do have some Sunkens down here, so let's see if he can target out the Observer. He gets it. There is another one behind that, I think. No. Wow, he's actually completely out of obs.
No Observers, and now the Hydras are going to try and pick off the Templars, but I don't know if that's an overstep or not. Baits out a few of the Zealots, so actually those are going to go down too. But Bonyth does have his third up, just needs to transfer some probes there. But one thing about this map is huge, and we don't have a drone anywhere out on the left side of the map to put down a fourth. So actually g0rynich is I feel like letting it slip a little bit. He needs to get more econ.
Yeah.
We need to get Hive or something. Another evolution chamber is coming in, but there's no Hive.
Yeah, man, we gotta expo tech something. It feels like g0rynich is great at fighting just straight up, but like it's not about the fight. You got to use the fight to get something else done elsewhere, and we're not. So g0rynich finally cleared the 1 unit, so he's going to expo to the 11 o'clock, but we got bigger problems. We can't. It's like g0rynich is just very like one-track mind. It's like either econ or attack, and we gotta go. Oh, crazy storms there up at the front. We got Maelstrom energy, I believe, so something's getting stuck.
Oh, he
snipes it. Nice, but there's just not that many units here. It's 80 to 100, but it looks like he actually did have more in reserve, and there's units flanking from the left-hand side. They just can't get in to go up that high ground.
He's trying to, oh, Goons, what are you doing running that direction?
Scary. Some storms left, so no chance for too much of a punish there. This high ground, man, a really cool characteristic of Clayfields. I know a lot of people are calling it like Fighting Spirit 2.0, but it is different, we promise.
Yeah, a couple Goons going down there, but still a supply lead for Bonyth. He's got a worker lead also. He's taking a 4th base at bottom left. Meanwhile, g0rynich has got a 4th base at top left, but I'm still liking Bonyth's position a bit more. He's got double upgrades coming in. g0rynich also double upgrades coming in, but he's got Hive, so we've seen once we get the Hive, we're just super strong, but here we go again. Bonyth wants to barrel down here. He has no idea about top left. If he did, that base would be dead, because really there's not much defense there.
Yeah, for sure. But finally, those units that were protecting the top left base are able to come down. And I think Bonyth's position is pretty tenuous out there on that high ground, because I mean, g0rynich is macroing, like you said, like a god. And with that Hive tech coming up here pretty soon, it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Bonyth just sitting on this high ground, just storming units at will. There's another storm onto a few of the Hydras, but this small defense is doing so much work versus the Protoss. 4 lurkers, like a sunken, and just random lings everywhere.
Are we gonna snipe another obs? Look at all these Hydras banking up towards the upper left. I mean, if they wrapped all the way around and came up the high ground from below, that could almost be even scarier than just sitting up here reinforcing. But I mean, g0rynich is hanging on. That's really all he needs to do. We got Crackling upgrade on the way. No Defiler out just yet. He needs to keep up that lurker production. But the 4th base, it's up. Just now starting mining with a single drone. He's got to transfer maybe a few other over there.
Yeah, he's got Nidus coming up, so he'll be able to transfer pretty soon. But Nidus is within range of the high ground, so that will give it away.
Oh, and finally it's been scouted by Bonyth. He just got up to the high ground to see that that is up, and that means that the giant Protoss Eye of Sauron is turning.
Well, he needs to get there, because
upper
the
left.
Nidus is up at the nat, but it isn't connected to top left. Meanwhile, a counterattack to bottom left by Lings are not going to do any damage. So I think if Bonyth gets up here, this is just his game to take.
Yeah,
but he needs to get up.
Lurker Egg Morph on the ramp to block. 2 eggs thick. The Nidus is almost up. Double Storm on the high ground to kill the Lurker. The Nidus is not
almost done.
Yeah, it's almost
so close.
Okay, I think these Hydras are going to be able to hold on here. Lurker's coming in from the side too, just to threaten, just to keep Bonyth back for now. And now that the Nidus is up, that base is safe.
Yeah,
there's your T-Sports reference of the cast.
And g0rynich made a good decision not to send those Lurkers in, because that would have been 10 Lurkers just getting stormed to death for free. It would have had a huge supply swing. We're already up 55 supply. It would have potentially been up something like 70 or 80 supply.
You know, it's still 4 base to 4, so Bonyth is not in a bad spot at all. But g0rynich, and he's okay. This Hive Tech, he's getting drop and all the Defiler upgrades with Defilers, of course. And now that he's taken out that Zealot up there, we can finally get our 5th base up and running. It's going to be pretty safe for now, but he still has to defend. But one mistake he's not making is the bad positioning for Lurkers. He does have them here ready to defend. Look at those spikes. Oh my god. Zealot's getting absolutely shredded.
Yeah, but Bonyth, he's got 4 base. Well, he doesn't have a lot of probes mining his 4th base, but he does have...
Yeah, we forgot about it.
A big supply lead. I saw a 2nd robotics in his main. Triple robotics. What? So actually, we're going to have mass Reavers again. He's got armor and shields coming in, so he's really nailing his upgrades. Already at 3-1, whereas Zerg is at only 1-1.
And Bonyth abandoned his position there on the high ground, so I feel like if you can advance some Lurkers up there, then maybe that's one place to hold. But I think he likes the arc, the concave down below, forcing Bonyth to try to come to him. I think this position is one that g0rynich defended against all odds in the previous series. But now, forcing out once again more and more storms. There's 3 storms just for Lings. It's basically free, right?
Basically free, but we've seen the longer g0rynich holds on, the stronger he gets. We saw a huge, I don't want to say comeback, but on Sylphid, but once he got 5 and 6 base running, he just crushed. He just had endless amounts of units. So if you're Bonyth in this position, I think you need to kill this guy, because we were struggling to kill him last game and we had a massive lead.
Yeah. Well, here we go again. Now, does Bonyth have what it takes to survive here? He does. Going to the upper left? I don't think so. Storm's on the high ground to try to soften up the ramp. Double Storm pops the Lurkers. There are 3 more behind it, so you are not walking up that ramp.
Yeah, but Bonyth behind this, he's setting up to take 5th base at bottom left. Is going to match the econ of g0rynich, but
I mean, how much longer can Bonyth keep poking g0rynich? Like, he's got Plague done here in seconds. Cracklings and Drop are both done too. And look at the there's a bunch of units at that 3 o'clock base waiting to drop in. So at any moment g0rynich can just pull that trigger.
You know, I'm waiting to see where that Reaver is. He's got 2 loaded up, coming to sync up with the army just now from his main. He's just trying to bust through, but the Hydra Lurker Ling is just unbreakable.
Yeah, there's the Nidus right there at that position with Swarm. Watch this Plague. Watch this Plague. It's going to be insane.
Does he have Plague?
Yeah, he does. He just finished it a minute ago. He's got a Defiler with
there's
energy.
the Reaver. There's the Reaver. This is what we need to bust through through Swarm.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, he saved it. Oh, he's got the Scourge Revision. Massive Plague on the front. Doesn't catch everything. Zealot's safe for now, but the Reavers, he got the shuttle. Or no, he didn't get the shuttle, but he got the Plague off on the Reavers. One gets picked off. Second one has only a few shields left on it. This is so crazy. This is so close. Here we go. Picking up the Reaver. The Reaver's out. The Reaver's down. No more Reavers. The Lings take it out. There's Swarm on the high ground and Lurkers underneath it.
Yeah, now g0rynich is trying to take mid right while all this is happening. So he can potentially be on 6 base pretty soon, but still triple robotics. So we can build up Reavers extremely quickly. But g0rynich is dealing with the Reavers surprisingly well in a few of the games.
It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. Like, you can't, like,
God.
It's so easy to watch this, but so hard to, like, execute any of what you're seeing. So just keep that in mind. put some respect on what's going on here. Lots of High Templars on the way. 9 and Reavers. The late game is here for really both players. Another double plague there on those Reavers, so they will be suitably softened up. This high ground is so unassailable, but so is the low ground underneath it. g0rynich has defended here forever, but finally the gap seems to be widening even just a little bit. Bonyth sitting at maxed out with sick upgrades. He gets on top of these Reavers again. He's going to snipe both of them before they really even get another shot off. Shuttle can't pick him up fast enough. And once again, g0rynich makes the impossible possible. Holds on even longer.
But it seems like Bonyth is finally breaking through a little bit. He's losing his Reaver, but he goes back and picks up 2, 3, 4 more. And then he comes back and tries to slowly push down. I think he's eventually going to bust through. But
I'm just waiting for a mega drop. Where are we going? If you check the 3 o'clock base, I think we just loaded up. No, it's actually just the base. Never mind.
Yeah, there's hatchery there with Sunkens already set up. He was able to sneak it.
Okay, we're trying to bust up again. There is a Reaver here. Beautiful plague on so much. Can we snipe the Reaver, snipe the Reaver, snipe the Reaver? Yes, it does go down, but at what cost? There's one more behind it. It's value.
Yeah, it's just look at the supply. Bonyth consistently maxed, whereas g0rynich is hovering around 120 to 140.
I think the macro is just starting to slip a little bit, and for Bonyth, no.
Well, he doesn't have any money.
He's out.
He needs some more drones. He's only got 47. And he's on 6 base.
Jeez, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Well, I think that's one way to do it.
I think there's just too much econ for Bonyth. He's got the same amount of bases, but he's got better worker count. And the Reavers trade so well in combination with Storm, with goons just raining down on you while you sit on the high ground. Also, we have some drones sitting idle at the Nidus.
Those are at the front. He's got to move those. Oh my god. It hurts so much to see g0rynich just like sapped for resources, but with idle workers. He's also got more idols at the 9 o'clock, sends those to, or 3 o'clock, sends those to work. And now that Bonyth is changing his focus, we get a chance to see another big weakness of g0rynich, and that is maybe of just Zerg in general, the inability to reposition on a dime. Let's see if he can get to the upper left in time, because it's just not as easy to defend here as it was before. Scourge immediately on the shuttle. I take back what I said. This Reaver, if it goes down, Crackling can just barely not take it out, and that spells death, doom, demise for those lurkers. One Crackling does get back on top of it, and it does take it out. So beautiful defense on the high ground for g0rynich.
Yeah, but Bonyth is trading so well, and I hear damage somewhere on the map, but I don't see where it's actually.
I don't see that either. Where was that?
Looks like it was a goon firing onto the high ground.
Yeah, something inconsequential.
Reaver is just constantly being made by Bonyth. You just see him consistently on the production tab. 4 DTs being made, so that's most likely going to be for some Maelstrom pretty soon.
And does Bonyth know about 3 o'clock?
No, he has no idea.
Really?
About it.
Oh my god.
He has no idea.
That's insane. I mean, there's no workers to mine from there, but, you know, sick.
Yeah, but look at our army from Bonyth. We have 10 Templars, 5 Archons, goons. Like, we almost have a pure Archon army.
Yeah, a million billion Reavers everywhere. Not the biggest plague. Reavers dropping out. Scourge can't get to the shuttle in time. And I think finally there might be a little too much. I mean, look, you land a plague on all that. Look, we're believing, okay? One Scourge, not going to cut it here. And now we're getting on drones, and there ain't that many of them.
Ooh, it dies, but it's okay. It gets off one
Jeez
storm.
Louise.
Yeah. Kills a handful of drones. But it seems like we're finally able to push up to top left. There's no lurkers on the ramp. Storms kill 2 of them.
Yeah, and Lings are not going to cut it up here, okay? Oh, Defiler dies, and that is a real big disaster. I got a plague off that was pretty decent, but didn't catch the observers, so they're still invisible. And it's not going to be there for Darkstorm. There's a lot of Lings on top, but not a lot of drones anywhere.
Reaver Storm, so deadly.
Oh yeah, and he's trying to kill Reavers with Lings. That is not cost effective at all. So look, we're trying for it. We're going. We broke the high ground, and Bonyth is trying to keep it going, and it looks like he is. The concave of Hydras is okay, but not for long. It's going to take more, and g0rynich has less. Down below 100 supply, whereas Bonyth is perpetually maxed. I think this is nearing the end of what has been a marathon grand finals.
Yeah, 6 base is going to go down for g0rynich. He still has mid-right, which has never been found. It's got good saturation, but top left really doesn't have good saturation. And down 100 supply, Bonyth is so close to being the champion of BSL8.
3 times he went up against Zerg in the finals and lost. Twice to True Touch and once to Eon Zerg, but now it feels like a Bonyth that is stronger than ever is about to swing the hammer. He has taken out the most crucial base for g0rynich to hold, and even though g0rynich is sending everything in his power back there to take it, to retake it rather, I don't know if he's ever going to make it back up that ramp.
No, he's just going to try and take the best engagement he possibly can, catch them while they're on the high ground or while they're funneling down the ramp.
Oh
but these are Archons. One of them has 37 kills.
Jeez, this is Snow Archon for sure. What a monster. 28 on one of the other ones. Insane cost effectiveness from these Archons. That drone is not there to fight. He's there to die for his country. And more Protoss reinforcing this position. It's just going to go from bad to worse for g0rynich. You thought he had less before. Well, now it's just a skeleton crew manning the defense at this 11 o'clock base with Reavers and Storms and Archons. Oh my. Bonyth is about to swing the death blow. Lots of Defilers, Lings popping out, but a beautiful Storm carpets everything. No Dark Swarms, 1 Plague, but nothing else to deal any damage here. Storms kill all the Lings. The Lurkers pop before they can burrow. The drones are going down. The Reavers abide. How appropriate is it that with those Reavers, Bonyth is about to claim his first ever BSL victory? Well done. Say thanks to all that. Damn, what an incredible play. Oh, some last little bit of sprinkling salt for some extra flavor there on what is an incredibly tasty victory for Bonyth. How sweet does that taste after 3 times you're trying to become a BSL champion? Finally, BSL Season 8 championship for Bonyth.
Yeah, and it was impressive from both sides. Bonyth looked really good, but I was really impressed with g0rynich.
Yeah.
He played well, but for a second, I thought this was his season because he was up 2-1, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it really looked like he was out macroing him, but didn't have it. But maybe next season he can push him a little bit harder to actually reach the finals and actually win it. But regardless, finally Bonyth has achieved what everybody thought he had already achieved, which was win BSL.
Yeah, it kind of felt like for a long time, Bonyth was the strongest player outside Korea, and I think that he really proved that in a lot of ways, but there wasn't a BSL season going on. And he came so close in Season 7, or in Season 6, but then in Season 7, he got defeated in the semifinals by True Touch. This time, he overcame True Touch 3-1, advanced on to the finals, even though it was a nail-biter against g0rynich, fighting harder than he'd ever fought before. Bonyth is finally our champion, and that just feels so good to finally say, because like we've been trying to say it forever, and now finally it's true. So that has to feel good, man. That's the end of my analysis. Incredible thanks to everyone for believing in these players, these casters, this tournament all season long. You guys show up week after week, and it's just honestly so cool to come here. We make Nyokin come over to my house late at night, all night long. We're partying with Brood War and with you guys. So big thanks for making that all possible. Of course, a big thanks to everybody behind the BSL scene. That means mostly Zero, but it's not possible with just me, Nyokin, and Zero. We've also got other co-casters, Zero included, but also Ziggy, who was here for quite a few games while Nyokin was under the weather. Also, big thanks to everybody behind the scenes. You can do !crew to see that that's Hatchet, Awerdi, Fujikura, Age, Keviz, and a whole lot more. You can find out more info on everyone involved in BSL at bombasticstarleague.com. We also want to give a thanks to our sponsors, without whom we would not be able to fund this season of BSL. Now bigger than ever with a $2,000 prize pool. Big thanks to Blizzard, Esport Fund, and Liquipedia for making this season of BSL possible. And also to donations from viewers like you. If you guys feel like you want to donate to help support BSL and make seasons like this, finals like this possible, we can just have a season full of finals. Sounds good. Then you can donate right below the stream. You can also subscribe to the channel. And if you feel so led, you can become a BSL Patreon. It's patreon.com/bombastic. You can help support the BSL. Honestly, when you break it down, Patreons are a major source of support for BSL. So a big thanks goes out to Striker, ARG Sabbath, Kamchak, Moontang Spacewalk, Lingen Pump, and everybody else you see piling in to the rest of those Patreon slots. Can't thank you guys enough for helping support BSL this season. It's been one hell of a ride, but now that ride is over. And like I said at the beginning of BSL, it would not be BSL without the guy behind the scenes, and that is g0rynich. So I was requested by g0rynich that we give him a little bit of a chance to give a post-mortem on this amazing season of BSL Season 8. So I want to go ahead and throw things over to g0rynich if he's ready. Okay, so it's time. Take it away, g0rynich.
Welcome everyone. So it's me, it's g0rynich. So I would like to thank everyone for watching this season. Of course, thanks to the casters, amazing casters, and Mr. Rapid and Mr. Neok, and these guys took BSL into the totally higher level, totally different level, and they are amazing. So thank you for them. Thank you for all my team, for all the admins of BSL, for everyone who was helping. I wanted to say thank you, and I wanted to make also a settlement, from the donations, from the Patreon, from the money we got from you guys. So this is how it looks like this season. I think I should have it somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, I have it here. So this is how it looks like, and we had $2,900 from the sponsors. From Patreon, we got almost $460, $183 from donations, and $316 from the Twitch, from the subscriptions, bits, cheers, and commercials. So that gives us around $3,860. And here are also the costs and where the money was spent and it is spent. So it's all over here. I think it's clear, and now I think you all know that where your money is going for. So whenever you are supporting BSL, we are trying to improve. We are trying to deliver as good production value as it's possible for you. So we expect you. We expect you liked this season, and I hope everything was. I hope everything was how you expected, and I hope everything was good. Of course, I can't show my I would like to have possibility to thank more to people who are helping, like Rapid, Naok, and all the admins, but we are doing what we can with what we have, and I think it's still growing. We are gaining more Patreons, more subscribers, more financing. So if there is someone of you who would like to have your logo here below, below close to Blizzard, Starcraft, Esport Fund, and Liquidpedia, you can have your logo here. Just come to me and we will talk about it. So it's also supporting Broodwar. So if you'd like to do it, I'm open for it. So my Discord is extremely easy to learn because it's g0rynich #1122. So it's 012 basically. So it's very easy. And yeah, this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to make this settlement, and I wanted to say thank you to all of you. So I guess I did it, and I can pass it over to our fantastic casters. And I need to say one more time thank you for them. Thank you for what they have done. I understand this is a huge sacrifice to do it during the night, for Mr. Nayoket to come to Mr. Rapid house. So I'm very grateful for that, and thank you for doing that. So goodbye. And about next season, I think we will make around 3 weeks, 4 weeks break, and then we will come back with BSL Season 9. So look at Team Liquid, look at bombasticstarleague.com, and whenever you read about BSL, we will let you know where is the next season. And we hope we will have as a match of players playing as it will be possible. So we are still counting for more players, so let's hope it will be good. Okay, so I'm passing the torch to our fantastic casters. Thank you very much, guys, and see you next season.
All right, thank you so much, Zero. Of course, like Zero said, just want to echo his thanks to everybody else out there that made the season of BSL possible. Big thank you to Nyoken.
Yeah.
What did you think of Season 8 BSL, being out in Korea for the first time, live in person for BSL?
It was fun, casting. Actually, you're the first person I casted with in person. Like I never casted ever. I never got to cast with anybody.
Oh my god!
So it's been
I am
fun.
honored.
It's also fun to see how an actual not like this is like an actual studio, but to see that it's just like a room with just a green screen. Like that's it. It gets very interesting to see. I don't know. It's fun. And then also you bake for me, so that's
okay,
great.
yeah, that's the bonus. Look, I'm the whole pack. What can I say? Anyway, yeah, it's been so much fun for me casting along with you in person. It's just so much better than having to like fake wave to you on webcams. Like we're never doing that again. Anyway, just to wrap things up, it's been super fun to broadcast that. Like we're not out here to become millionaires, but I would rather be a part of something that I think everybody believes in a lot. And I think that that's really kind of the driving force behind BSL is the players, the fans, casters, staff, whatever, really believes that BSL is something special. And I think even just this final broadcast, the grand finals really did show that this is just so good. Anyway, that's going to do it for Season 8 of BSL. The Bombastic Star League will return in just about a month's time, so set your bat watches and follow it on Twitter. Visit bombasticstarleague.com to find out when Bombastic Star League Season 9 will be coming your way. So on behalf of myself, Nyoken, Zero, everybody behind the scenes, thank you so much for watching the 8th season of the Bombastic Star League. We'll see you back here again for Season 9.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, there will be a g0rynich cast on Tuesday by Mr. Ziggy on his channel, and on Saturday we will have grand finals of g0rynich on his channel. So don't forget to do it and be there. Thank you.